All right, so we got the game start here. The Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Welcome to the era with Brian Gregoire on a Sunday afternoon. We're commentating this thing play for play, reaction for reaction. Zeke will be jumping on here in a few minutes. He should be joining any second. But since the game is kicked off, I wanted to get into the action and start breaking down this game. Little preview before we kick off here. Kansas City, they just piss people off every week because they find ways to win. They find a different way to win every single week, and it's really impressive. Buffalo, I think, is playing the most efficient form of football that they have played in the Josh Allen era. They play into their strengths. They open up the passages with the run game, and then they lean into Josh Allen. I love it. But here we go. First play of the game. Patrick Mahomes steps back. You got some motion here. Xavier Worthy open up the game with the jet sweep. Got about 8 yards on that one. He is so incredibly quick, Xavier Worthy. Unbelievable to watch. I was watching him at Texas. There were so few corners in the Big 12 that could guard him toe for toe. And it's impressive to see how he's broken out so far this year. With an elevated role, of course, with Rashee Rice being out, there's been more pressure on him. What the? That just did not go as scripted. That did not go as scripted. Awkward release. Mahomes just wanted to get rid of it. We have a flag that we've got laundry. We've got laundry. I think KC may keep this. Got some guardian cap action with Taylor Rapp. That was just not how the play was drawn up. Patrick Mahomes hit in midair, just awkward release, and it is what it is. It happens, but I think it may be overturned. Okay, it was on Buffalo. It was on Buffalo, but it was after the play, so the interception stands. Buffalo ball. That is a huge, massive momentum swing for Buffalo at the beginning of this game. That is massive, especially being at home, Kansas City. You don't want to make that mistake early on. However, no doubt in Mr. Patrick Mahomes. If there's anybody in the NFL who has the mental capacity to overcome an early mistake like that, it's Patrick Mahomes. He's been on the stage so many times in games like this. The 425 window, all eyes on him. He's been on this. He's just comfortable with this. So I'm not the least bit panicked about Kansas City. I think that they'll regroup very quickly. But nonetheless, this is huge for Buffalo. Starting in a very similar fashion to the AFC divisional last year, the momentum seemed to be on Buffalo's side for a lot of that game, but gradually Kansas City just chipped away at the lead, and then they took control. I think you could see something like that happen today. I didn't give my pregame pick yet. I'm going Kansas City. I staying true. I think they're going to win this thing. They find ways to win games, and I think that at this game is no exception. The James Cook, good little 3-yard run, I want to say. I love James Cook. He runs hard every play. Buffalo's line has gotten a good push a lot this year, but James Cook has been fantastic running the ball. He's a very aggressive runner. They put my boy Ray Davis in there sometimes too, and so I like this rushing attack that Buffalo has. Especially Dawson Knox, Dalton Kincaid, those two balancing off of each other. This is just a very well balanced offense. It's become a lot of fun to watch. It's not so much of a no risk it, no biscuit offense as it's been these past couple of years. It's a real methodical way they break you down now. Beautiful. Holy shit, that was a beautiful pass and catch. You see, that right there is why you pick up somebody like Amari Cooper. That beautiful one-hand snag. Josh Allen put that thing right in the breadbasket. Beautiful play. I'm sure Tony Romo is going ballistic right now because Josh Allen's his boy. That was amazing. Beautiful, beautiful toss and catch. That's another huge momentum break for Buffalo early in this game. Just getting the juices flowing. Khalil Shakir, nice completion, good blocking. That's by far Josh Allen's favorite target. He loves going to Kincaid too. Tries to get to Knox whenever he can. But for whatever reason, him and Khalil Shakir have an amazing connection. They've built that up over the past couple of years. Waiting for that KC defense to get a little more pressure. I think they'll find a way to scheme that up and do that as the game goes on. But great start for Buffalo so far. They're assembling a great drive here, and this is something that if you're them, you want to get 7 out of this. You want to start this right way. You want to get 7. Need to throw that away. All right. Second down. There's nothing there for Allen. There's no opportunity. Everybody was blanketed. Just threw it away. Good play. What a play by Josh. As Tony Romo would say, because he loves Josh Allen. Gotta love how this is in Western New York too. All eyeballs on upstate New York. I mean, as an upstate New Yorker myself, I have a little pride in that. The pride of Northern New York. All eyeballs on us today. Let's go. Pick up that block. Good block by Johnson there. Couldn't really get anything going. There wasn't a lot of space. 3rd and 8. Ideally, you'd want to be a little bit closer. Trying to convert on 3rd and 8 can be a challenge. Lower percentages. Like I was saying, if you're Buffalo, you want to get 7. I mean, unless anything crazy happens here, they're going to get 3. But with that interception, getting the ball on Kansas City's side of the field, it's ideal from a psychological standpoint. You want to get 7 here. Let's see what Mr. Allen does here on 3rd down. Second best quarterback in the NFL. Let's see what he does. Dodge. Curtis Samuel still doing it. Great footwork there. 1st and goal for the Bills. I love it. That was a gamble going to the outside there, but a couple good moves by Curtis Samuel and 1st and goal for the Bills to kick this game off. Wow, Detroit kicked the living shit out of Jacksonville today. That is unbelievable. Touchdown, James Cook. Great blocking. That's gonna have Highmark rocking. So imagine the amount of beer consumed in that place today. I mean, that's got to be unbelievable. Living, this is a fun fact, living in upstate New York for 20 years, I had never gone to a Bills game. I never went to Buffalo for a Bills game. I want to take Mr. Zeke with me because, as y'all know, he's a huge fan of the Bills. I think he would love to go to a game there. I've never gone, but it seems like a ball, especially the tailgate scene. I'd like to see that guy out there that was on One Bite Pizza Reviews a couple of years ago. He missed the extra point. Tyler Bass missed the extra point. That's unbelievable. Flashback to January, am I right? Oh my God. You can't miss that. That could be pivotal in a game like this. KC drives right down the field, goes up 7-6. That could be crucial. All right, we've got a brutal Aaron Rodgers stat here if y'all are ready. Zach Wilson's winning percentage as a Jets quarterback, 0.364. That sucks. Sam Darnold's winning percentage, 0.342. That is terrible. Aaron Rodgers, 0.273. That is unbelievable. The Jets losing another close one to Indianapolis today. They came back. Indianapolis went up big. They collapsed, and the Jets went up, and then they collapsed, and Indy won the game. It's just been one of those seasons for the Jets where the ball just is not bouncing their way. It's really been one of those seasons. I would like to see them go back to the drawing board one more time with Aaron Rodgers next year, just to see how it goes, see how it unfolds, and then if there's nothing there next year, it's probably time to try something else. But that was as good as the game can start for Buffalo. I mean, going through your first 15, that's smooth. I mean, that's just how you draw it up. Every team has their first 15 plays that they go to in a game, and you kind of script up in practice during the week, and Buffalo was just able to execute that on as seamless of a level as possible. But Kansas City, I think that they are primed to respond here in a swift manner. I don't doubt Kansas City at all. You've seen Patrick Mahomes go off to a lot of slow starts before, and I have confidence that they regroup, scheme something effective up here, and honestly, I think this drive they go up 7-6. I think that they respond right here. Phil watched the end of that Steelers-Ravens game too. That was insane. That game was insane. That was exactly what you expect out of a Ravens-Steelers game. It was physical, low scoring, a lot of field goals, drama at the ends. Huge play by Joey Porter Jr. Sacrificing his body and getting that stop on Lamar Jackson on the 2-point conversion. I mean, that was massive. Though you need a guy like that to elevate late in the game to seal a win. Joey Porter Jr., second-year player, able to do it. Very great to see for the Steelers. And the question is, who will be the individual in this game to step up and deliver victory? It'll be fascinating. But here we go. It looks very, very gray, very, very gloomy in upstate New York right now. But that's just how you like it at this time of year. Again, if you're just hopping on, Zeke is going to be on here. Oh, Zeke is here. Zeke has arrived. He has arrived.
Can you hear me?
It's time to play the game.
That's a yes. You can hear me.
I can. Yeah.
I'm going to mute myself for a second. I'm finishing a conversation over here, but I'm on.
Okay, he's on, baby. Zeke coming off a huge win today. Raiders and Dolphins. We'll be talking about that here in a few minutes once he gets off. But that was a massive win for him. We will be breaking that down on the next commercial break. Mahomes drops back. Huge play by Epinesa right there. A.J. Epinesa, very underrated linebacker. Getting his hand in there. Huge play. Ed Oliver coming right at Mahomes. I've had beef with Ed Oliver because of his clashes with Tom Brady. Anybody who clashed with Tom Brady or any commentator or sports media personality who had something slick to say about my boy Tom is on the shit list. And Ed Oliver, he's one of them. My John and shit talking he did back in 2022 or 21, forgive me. That was a good run. Still no Pacheco for Kansas City yet, but he will be back in the month of December. Maybe even by after Thanksgiving he could be back. But Pacheco progressing a lot quicker than the Chiefs or anybody really anticipated. That's great to see. And then Rashee Rice should be back before the playoffs start too. So this is a Chiefs team that's 9-0, and they're only going to get better. The pocket collapsing, and they got to Mahomes. Von Miller, Bernard. Huge stop for Buffalo. This game is playing right into their hands. Huge start for Buffalo. They're blitzing on KC today, too. They're blitzing. They're getting a lot of pressure, and I think they're frazzling them very early on. But still, there he is. There he is with that Dolphins chain, baby. That's a new one. He hasn't had that one. That's a new one. I gotta get into this. I gotta ask him about this. He's had the foam one for a while, but I have not seen the one with the helmet. It's got the bikini bottom signs. Now we've got a flag. We've got some laundry on the field. Oh, Cleveland plays Pittsburgh next week. God bless. Good night, Irene. Waiting to see what the call is here. Come on, Blue. Figure it out, pal. Went out of bounds. Oh, my God. Bills once again get great field position. The recipe is adding up. Great field position, getting Kansas City out of rhythm early on offense. I mean, this is living right up to Buffalo scouting report. And then establishing that run game, establishing tempo, and then weaving Josh Allen into it. And just letting Josh Allen be Josh Allen, surgically carving that Chiefs defense up. That's exactly what you want in Buffalo. I think this is going exactly the way they would want it to if you were that coaching staff preparing for this game. We're still waiting on Zeke to join over here. Should be another minute or two. Trying to cross his T's and dot his I's. Come on, pal. Yeah, apparently Taysom Hill had an insane game today too. For the Saints, I was very fired up early on by Jameis Winston's pregame speeches, but the unfortunate thing is that they just didn't materialize into anything. Taysom Hill, 138 rushing yards, 50 receiving yards, and he went 1 for 2 passing, 18 yards for an interception as well, but 138 rushing yards as a tight end, 3 touchdowns, averaging almost 20 yards a rush off of 7 attempts with a 75-yard touchdown run. That is an insane day. So, caps off to Mr. Hill, the BYU product. Unfortunate what happened to them last night, but the Cougs have 2 more chances to get back on track. But that is one of their best products in Taysom Hill, and it looks like Zeke is ready to go. At least I thought so. Is he ready? You ready?
Am I there? Am I live?
Yes, you're on.
New York Football Giants, baby. We're not playing this week.
This guy sucks. Yeah, thank God.
Thank
I don't
God.
know what's that pile of shit was this week. Oh my God.
By the way, my dad got me this in Vegas last year.
I was going to ask about that.
Yep, he got me this in Vegas. You know how much they charged in Vegas for this?
How much?
$80.
For that?
Yep. My dad's a good man.
There ain't no way it's $80 in materials. That profit margin has got to be unbelievable.
No, but it was in like an NFL shop and whatever, so they're just gonna jack up the prices.
Dude, they probably make $60 a pop off of those things. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Them.
Fuck.
The one on the NFL shop that I had, the basic one, I got it on sale for like $20. But a lot of them go for like, you can find them for like $35, $35. So it's,
Probably it all just depends on where you are. And if you're in Vegas, you're going to be in the sauce. You're not going to care what you spend on something. So you're out there. They'll just jack it up.
I'm going to say this though, at least early on, it would not shock me if this is finally where it catches up to Kansas City. I mean, they've had enough luck as far as the no call in Atlanta. Isaiah Likely's toe being out by that much in the open, like the blocked field goal. Like they've had enough where it's like, all right,
the blocked field goal.
Eventually, it's going to run out. So, if there was a day, it would probably be today. Unfortunately, but
I know because I was talking about how we are such a huge Buffalo fan a few minutes ago. I was also saying that it's crazy that you and I have yet to go to Highmark with each other.
Yeah, I've only been there once. Back in 2016 on a hell of a game. I was there for a legendary game.
He made a kid cry.
I did. Wow. I did. And I felt bad. I did feel bad, actually. Afterwards, I felt bad. In the moment, I felt great because we won, damn it. And that's all that matters. I don't care about the kids'
got fired.
I don't care about the kids' Christmas because, F is Christmas, okay? It was a hell of a time. It was a Christmas gift to me from some people that really cared about me. I really appreciated that. It was an amazing experience. And I've never gone back to Buffalo because I'm a mean guy sometimes, but God damn it, they're really fucking mean in Buffalo. All right.
Oh yeah. If I if I wore a Tom Brady jersey out there, I'd probably get a Labatt Blue thrown at me.
There goes Josh.
That's what the drink out there is Labatt Blue too. That's their beer out in Western New York.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
It's close to Canada. It's Canadian beer.
Oh yeah. I mean, shit, you're practically in Canada. Like Niagara Falls is right there. So you go up 90 a little bit, and boom, there you are.
Let's go.
Who are you pulling for in this game?
Kansas City. I will never root for Buffalo Dame. I hate both these teams, but I will never root for Buffalo Dame.
That's fair. I'm
even. Let me put it this way: if I was on my deathbed and the doctor comes in and says, "Zeke, listen, if you could either choose to die, or you could choose to support the Bills today against whoever," I'd say, "Let me die."
I say that about Tennessee.
That's fair.
I would die before I root for that team.
Now I know Pacheco.
I was passionately rooting for the Dogs last night. By the way, who's that coming down the track? Wait, is Fats there?
Coming down
yeah. Ain't nothing finer in the land.
No,
Ain't nothing finer in the land
than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan.
Go
Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go
Dogs.
That's right, Tennessee. Suck it.
You're an Alabama graduate. You should never be allowed on that campus again for doing what you just did. I hope you know that.
It was to go against Tennessee.
Doesn't matter. All right, Kansas City's defense stepped up there.
That's how deep it runs.
Spags, let them know what it is. Getting the ball.
They're gonna get a stop. This is ballsy going for this right here on the 42. That's ballsy.
Well, and I agree. I'm not always that kind of guy to do that, but sometimes in games like this, you have to make a statement.
They may just be trying to get them off sides.
It's very
possible. They are. Yeah, they are. They're actually going for it. Because I was gonna say 4th and 3, I'd be okay with it, right? I'd be like, absolutely in a game like this, like put your steps on the table. But 8,
yeah, you don't go for it.
Not big on that.
You don't do that there.
Anything like I think the sweet spot for me would have been 5, like 4th and 5. Anything past that, I'm not going for it.
Personally, for me, 4th and 3 and under, depending on field position, I'm down for it. But especially when you got someone like Josh Allen who has a third of his legs, I'm willing to roll the dice on a 4th and 3. But
I mean, there's so many different ways that he can hit you on 4th down. So you've got somebody like him or Patrick Mahomes, or honestly, a quarterback who's really good on 4th down is Jared Goff.
Yeah,
very good on 4th down. Him and Amon St. Brown have a great connection on 4th.
St. Brown, obviously. I mean, every week he usually plays pretty good, but today he played pretty damn good. And I heard you talking about Taysom Hill. Yeah, let's never talk about him again. Okay?
Why?
I played him in fantasy today.
No way. 3 touchdowns. How many points did he have?
Let's see. And what are the odds, too? What are the odds that somebody, John Bissett of all people, picked him up on the waivers and played him this week? I'm like, oh, of course. All right. Fat boy's leaving.
200 total yards.
I love you, B.
Love you too, John. We got a week. We got a week until you're here.
That's right.
That's right. We'll be doing the game live with each other. We
you hear that? You better prepare your liver, pal.
Maybe. I know. I know.
Taysom
Black
Hill.
Friday is going to be something.
What did he have?
I know he had 3 touchdowns, like 156 rushing yards.
Taysom Hill, 41 fantasy points.
41?
Yep.
How does that even happen?
I remember when he
was like 8.
When he scored the third one, I just sat up. I'm like, I don't understand. What are we doing? So to the city of Cleveland, I hate you.
So they're on your list as well with the state of Oregon.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if there's somebody out there that actually loves the city of Cleveland, please bring them forward because I've never met one in my life.
I know one. My buddy,
Who?
Mr. Max Falls in the office. He's a Chagrin Falls, Ohio native, and he loves.
Well, luckily, he's not going to be in the office when I'm there, right?
He won't. Yes, he will. You can give him hell about what happened today.
I will. I'll let him know.
Taysom Hill.
Cleveland sports in general. If they think about this, if Cleveland sports never had LeBron,
they wouldn't have anything.
If nothing. So, you want to talk about being a miserable individual. Imagine being an Indians fan, a Browns fan, a Cavs fan. No thanks. No thanks.
It's just because the misery just never ends, and there is no company. It sucks. It's terrible.
Now,
and by the way, for all the LeBron people out there, 2016 was kind of a fluke, but
coming from one of the biggest Warrior supporters I've ever met in my life.
The stars aligned for them that year. The stars aligned.
But no, today there were some interesting games today. I will say in that Chicago game, what was interesting was you get the change at offensive coordinator, and you see Caleb was a little more comfortable. I think they did more things for him that he was comfortable with, and didn't ask him to do too much, and which I think should always really be the case as far as a rookie goes, because you want to make him comfortable.
Yeah,
it's a building. Like, you're not going anywhere this year, regardless. So you want to build.
I mean, you want to build his confidence too. That's really what it's all about. It would be great to make the playoffs, but that's not you don't want to be that aggressive. It's about getting his sea legs under him and building a foundation for the years to come.
That's right.
Wow, a hell of a catch from D-Hop. He went up, snagged that thing with one hand. Very impressive.
D-Hop was obviously a good addition for Kansas City because, I mean, yes, D-Hop's old and he didn't do really much anything in Tennessee, but not many people would. So you can't really think.
I mean, the quarterback talent that he was working with up there was not. It was marginal, to say the least. And little updates. The Broncos are up 14-3 right now in the Falcons. Did you have money in the Falcons?
No, but not that Miami's going to make the playoffs, but obviously, I want something to root for. So I got to worry about the standings and whatnot. In Denver, unfortunately, is right there, and I need them to lose. But of course, the Falcons and Kirk Cousins won't do that for me, because why would Kirk Cousins do anything for me?
Kirk always has a way of screwing you.
Screwing me, screwing everybody.
He does. Even his own fans, including Mr. Cobb.
Good. But yeah, so D-Hop, I think, obviously still very talented, and regardless, Mahomes makes nobodies look like decent receivers. So when you get a guy with Hopkins' ability, I mean, obviously it's not Houston D-Hop anymore, but you'll get some juice, and obviously we've seen that. So,
oh yeah, I mean, what you've got a veteran presence, you've got a very seasoned, experienced receiver, and the dude is so talented. I mean, he's one of those guys that I forget who it was that said it a few weeks ago, but he's one of those receivers that runs his routes so crisply and knows exactly where he's supposed to be on the field at all times. That them plays that he makes that look like so effortless and so unscripted, everything about it is actually so precise. And so like it's what a great receiver does.
Well, D-Hop's concentration on the ball and his catch radius is insane. D-Hop catches balls that your normal receiver just isn't.
Oh, yeah, the radius is nuts. I mean, it's one of the
insane.
biggest in the league.
Bill Belichick has talked about it a million times. He loves DeAndre Hopkins. He's a freak. DeAndre Hopkins is a freak.
Yeah.
I used to always, there was always that debate back in the day about, listen to me, back in the day, like I'm 80 or something.
It's back in 1974.
When Odell was doing whatever Odell was doing, which I've always said Odell was overrated. Another guy whose catch radius and hands are very good, but I never thought he was, the guy they tried to make him out to be.
Yeah.
When it was him and D-Hop was in Houston, he was doing his thing. I always said, at that time, I felt like your number one, number two receivers in the league, back and forth, was probably D-Hop and Julio. Those two guys were just dominant freaks of nature.
Oh yeah, back in in high school, it was.
Yeah.
And and early on too. I mean, you had Megatron in the mix when we were in middle school, and Julio was a dog back then too. But then it was Julio and Megatron, and then it became Julio and D-Hop, and Michael Thomas put himself in that. Kind of went in there for a year or two into that conversation, but that didn't really last long. And now D-Hop is still here, and it's impressive. Casey going for on third down. The call stands. And they surge ahead for the first down.
What sucks is, again, which is funny because we were texting the other day, I was ahead of you, and now you're ahead of me again. God damn it. I'm
ahead of you?
Yeah. I don't know why it works like that. Like the other day I was ahead of you. It's so ridiculous.
I'm ahead of the game, baby. What can I say? I'm ahead of the curve.
You suck.
I'm ahead of the curve, pal. There.
I will say
wide open Xavier Worthy there now on Buffalo's side of the field.
For this offense, it's going to be good too. Probably next week, I would assume that Pacheco is going to come back because they already opened up his 21-day practice window. So Pacheco will be. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kareem Hunt's done well, but he's obviously not Pacheco, and because Kareem Hunt's on the older side.
Well, that's what I was saying. It's like when they get. That's why Kansas City hasn't reached their ceiling yet, because they get Pacheco back, and then they get Rashee Rice back here soon too.
Well, he's out for the year.
There's a chance he comes back in the playoffs, though, right? Like kind of like an Aiden Hutchinson thing, where it's not completely.
Oh no, he's out. He's like out.
He's out.
Yeah,
I was thinking he had a playoff window. As I know the Lions want really hard to bring Aiden Hutchinson back for the Super Bowl if they make it.
Yeah, no. Rashee Rice tore his AC. He's done. He's done. Until next year.
Crazy shit happened, but I guess ACL. Yeah, you can't.
There's literally just there's no way that he would be able to come back from ACL in that time frame.
I still think it's crazy that T.O. played a whole Super Bowl on a broken leg.
Yeah.
That to me is still just unreal. Kareem Hunt is running hard today too. I gotta give it to him. He's running really hard.
I've wanted Miami to get Kareem Hunt multiple times that he was available. I mean, Kareem Hunt bounced around for a while in one-year deals. Always a physical runner. Can still catch out of the backfield, not as good as he once did, but
he's a really good downhill runner.
100%.
He's a really good downhill runner. You've seen that tonight. I mean, driving the ball right up Buffalo's throat. It's and they're starting to get this machine going here.
Yeah,
oh my God, that was a big man completion.
This is a good drive for Kansas City right here.
Yeah, this is huge. And I was saying it earlier, like they're gonna assemble something like this.
Yeah.
Especially Buffalo missing that extra point is tough.
Yeah.
I think there's a good chance that may screw them later.
It very well could.
Tyler Bass once again.
Something something about when he plans to kick against the Chiefs. It doesn't.
There's something just pops into that dude's head. I don't know what it is. It's like, oh, holy shit.
It doesn't. It does not pan out well for him.
Wide right.
Which is good.
Zeke was in a very good mood after he went wide right against the Chiefs back in January.
I did. I almost broke my neck. Actually, me and Jonah was sitting on his bed, and his bed's like really high.
Yeah.
And he missed, and I like jumped up, and like I fell off the bed, and I tried to like land on my feet, but like I'm not a cat, I'm a big bear, so like it.
You fell.
I kind of caught myself and kind of fell. Yeah, it was rough, but I was excited. If I want anybody to score, I can't. I don't even really know. I don't like anybody.
You got nothing against Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, you supposedly love Texas, so you should be pulling for him.
That's right.
Why, I have no idea, but you supposedly now all of a sudden have this newfound love for Texas.
Now, I do want to bring this up quick, and I didn't want to bring this up because of the fact that, like, I don't want to be another person that brings attention to Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you heard, last year when they were there for the playoff game, Taylor Swift was there and the Kelce's were there, the whole family, whatever. They absolutely hated their experience because of how rude Bills fans are, which I can't say I'm surprised.
No, I can't say that, no.
So I did not see in time. Do you know if the cat lady is there?
I don't know if the cat lady is in the presence of Western New York today. They have not showed her yet, so that could mean anything. I mean the craze hasn't been as intense as it was last year. This year's like they'd show her pregame last year. I got to see her, and they also ran the Pittsburgh Baltimore game late because of this
right
possession. How drawn out the ending was. Like, so they didn't. I haven't seen it yet, but I think that's very funny that they were as ruthless as they were. But that's Buffalo fans for you. I mean, the people down here in Texas and the South are always like Buffalo fans. Like they're just the coolest people. They're the nicest people. People are sick. I'm like,
yeah.
Have you met one?
As I said, try being around them all the time.
Have you been around them for 20 years as Patriots fan? It's not a lot of fun.
Oh, stop! You were a Steeler fan for the majority of your life.
No, that's not true. I was a Patriots fan for the better half.
I don't know.
I spent I'd say 70% of my life as a Patriot fan.
I think that's a lie.
70% I'd say, and then the other 30 was Pittsburgh.
I
was also a little guy too, and my judgment wasn't as good as it is now.
Oh yeah. Your judgment's still questionable.
I think I'm pretty good at reading out different teams and players and judging them. I think I've got a good gauge, a good pulse on that.
But back to Texas.
Yeah,
I'm very excited to sit in a room with a bunch of Longhorn fans and Aggie fans and sit there next to you as you're going to be rooting for A&M and I'm rooting for the Horns, baby.
Oh yeah, gig 'em.
I can't wait.
I'm very much rooting for those Aggies. And what's crazy too, and you can back this up, and I'm saying this right now, we're still 2 weeks out. I picked that upset in like April.
Okay.
Did I not?
Listen, the Longhorns are not playing great football. I'm not sitting here saying that Texas should absolutely win because I don't feel that way, but I'm just saying I want them to win. I'm not 100% sold they're going to. I don't like either one. I don't think A&M's very good. I don't think Texas is very good. So
I don't know. There's several things about Texas to me that I think are very sus. Like watching that Arkansas game yesterday. Like they're not a consistent football team. And then A&M's the same way. All right, we're back. Xavier Worthy, touchdown Chiefs. That's 6 on the board for the Kansas City Chiefs.
When you play Pat Mahomes, like at some point things will start rolling.
And they silence that Buffalo crowd a little bit.
That shitty stadium. I don't even know why. The new stadium is going to be nice, and luckily for you, because I know we've had this conversation, they're actually not going to have a dome, so you still get snowy football games like it should be.
Oh yeah, I made a video about that back in January. I want to say about the design of the roof, because there was so much chatter going on about how the other had to delay the Buffalo game from Sunday to Monday when they played Pittsburgh, and they're like, why doesn't the stadium have a dome? And so I did some research and put a video together. It did very well. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000 views now. I kind of want to go back and see if it hit it, because that might be the 10th video this year to get over 1,000 views, which is insane.
I know Cleveland's putting a dome on.
Which I hate that.
Chicago's putting a dome on.
Hate that too.
Nashville, Tennessee.
These are supposed to be blue-collar, hard-nosed football teams that take advantage of the elements in the Northeast and the Midwest and use it to their advantage. I like that there's hard-nosed, smash-mouth football. I think of that when I think of the Bears and the Browns. They might be the most successful teams out there, but man, you get them games in November and December, and it's raining cats and dogs out there. It's snowing like a bastard, and you got players got the mud all over their jerseys and shit. It's a 20-13 football game in the fourth quarter. A lot of field goals. I just live for that. A lot of running the ball. It's old-fashioned football, and being a Northern New York guy, I like that.
I respect it.
No,
just always remember, it's all about the money.
it's all about the sauce.
That's right.
It's all about the sauce. By the way, I'm pissed at myself last night. Speaking of sauce, because I flubbed my freaking vodka sauce last night.
Did you bleed in it again?
Shut up. Not gonna. I told you not to bring that up. I'm not supposed to bring that up, pal. No.
Guy tried to serve me sauce with blood in it.
No. I threw it away and I went back to Publix and I got another can of sauce. Don't spread lies. But I once again, that day too, just like yesterday, I made the mistake of getting into the sauce a little too early, started drinking wine too early, and by the time I started making my sauce, I was about 4 or 5 glasses of red wine deep, and so I was going. And instead of putting, the recipe said 2 cloves of garlic.
Uh-huh.
I was under the impression that this little thing of garlic right here. Hold on.
This is why you don't eat anything this guy cooks. This is why I go to McDonald's.
That this thing was equal to a clove of garlic. But if you'll see here, hold on, where is it? If you'll see, it says right here, 1 tablespoon is equal to about 1 clove. My drunk ass yesterday thought that this whole thing was 1 clove. So I put 2 whole things of these in my sauce, and it was, oh, dude, it was garlicky, let me tell you.
I bet.
It was garlicky.
Come on, Josh, don't pick.
No love lost for Mr. Wager.
Although I do hate the Chiefs, I've always respected their defense. Spags.
Oh, yeah, those are Spags. There you go. Speaking of, this completely disrupting the Chiefs. Or the Bills.
Yep.
There's complete disruption.
What can I say, Brian?
Dude, Osiris Torrance never had a shot.
That big body bum. Go back to Florida.
Zeke loves Osiris Torrance.
I'm not really got anything against him. I just don't. No, I'm not a fan.
Zeke was also a big Mitch Morse guy back in the day.
That bald. Fuck. Oh my
god. His favorite though is the Snowman.
I'm happy though, because you know where Mitch plays now, right?
Oh, he's. Hold on. There's a flag down. Is Shakir okay? He looked like a little dinged up on that play.
Now that would be a big loss because Josh loves Shakir.
I was saying that earlier, like that he's probably Josh's favorite target.
He really is.
I think he goes to him more than anybody. I have to look at the official target count, but I think he goes to Shakir more than anybody.
He definitely does.
I think it's going to be on Buffalo. Oh no, it's going to be against Kansas City. Automatic first down.
Oh,
On the
you
defensive
know, it's
line.
okay. I can't wait for the playoffs to watch the Bills lose again. It makes me very happy.
Well, it's just like an annual thing at this point. Like
I don't even care.
it's not if, it's when.
Exactly. I don't even care that the Dolphins aren't going to be there. I just want to see Buffalo lose because I don't want you to have anything nice.
Oh, you'll be there.
Beware.
I think you'll be there.
We're not going to be in the play. We're not making the 7th seed. I'm telling you.
We're gonna go into this in the commercial break. We're gonna go into this discussion. We got to lock in here, but I thought we're gonna go into this playoff picture discussion. Is he gonna go deep? No, there he goes. He's on his feet. That's crazy. Chris Jones catches up to him. That he's that big bodied of a dude, and yet he collapses on Josh Allen that easily. Like, it's crazy.
Chris Jones is an absolute freak.
He's an absolute freak of an athlete. He's so special to watch.
Worth every penny.
There's some guys out there that just don't even have a price tag. Like, just whatever it costs to bring them in the building, just do it. And he's
blank check all day.
He's one of them. Him, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Jefferson, Christian McCaffrey. And a few guys out there that you just whatever the calls. Trent Williams. There's just a few guys out there. There's TJ Watt. Once again, got to Lamar Jackson a shit ton today.
I know you loved the outcome of that one.
Promises made, promises delivered, baby. Did I show you my Instagram story?
I don't think so.
Hold on, I posted it here. Yeah, I said it. Shit. Josh. I think you just got enough. Yeah, here it is.
Ooh.
I said promises made, promises delivered.
Oh, ain't that something? It's about time you got to pick right, though.
Shut up.
Hey, I'm just saying.
He thinks he's funny. This guy sucks. We're talking to a guy who got screwed by Marshall a couple years ago.
College football is a crazy place.
He also got screwed by Old Dominion and Bowling Green last year. That was well drawn up by Buffalo. This basic, holy shit. Dude, he took that cameraman out. Oh, my God. He looked so grumpy, dude. Did you see his face?
I feel bad for a lot of these guys on the sideline. Ball boys, whatnot. Like the one old man, the one ball boy. Or ball man, I should say. Guy was ancient. Got his leg pretty much broken by Will Levis.
And Will Levis walked right by him.
Yeah, looked down, was like, oh, and just walked away.
What an asshole. That guy, dude, that guy just got plowed. He was CBS's guy. There's a sound guy.
Too damn bad.
Oh no, Kit, that was Kit, the camera guy. But nonetheless, that shit was hilarious.
I don't like the sound guys.
It's that thing, to be honest, that instrument is huge.
I got beef with them.
Why do you have beef with them?
Anybody that does the sound, I'll tell you in a minute. Hold on.
Well, I feel like they're shisty. Like I feel like they're trying too hard to get them that hot mic content.
It's they know what the hell they're doing.
They get close to you, and they wanna pick up things that you don't want the general public to hear. Because let me tell you, in those dog piles, and you can attest to that, some of the shit that gets said, you don't want anybody to know what the fuck you said.
Listen, I can't lie. I've done things at the bottom of a pile that's not the best.
Not politically correct.
Some would say. some might say that, yeah. But hey, it's all in the love of the game, you know.
Looks like Dawson Knox got a little eye injury here.
Now that's rough because they're already missing Dalton Kincaid.
Yes.
Which last year, I mean, I had him in fantasy last year. Dalton Kincaid had a monster year last year. This year has not lived up to last year, but that's okay.
Mr. Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, only the finest.
He had a very good rookie year, and what's funny now is Utah has another tight end coming in. Oh yeah, Brent Keith is a great product. He's a little older, but he's a great product.
Well, it's normal for guys to go through a sophomore slump, so it's okay.
But you said too, Kincaid's been hurt for a little while this year too.
And hurt, hasn't really gotten the same amount of targets. Just which is kind of crazy.
Wow. This Amari Cooper, Josh Allen connection is starting to get crazy. Did you see the one earlier with the one-handed snag?
Yeah.
Their chemistry it's pretty good.
That's fine.
He's the new Stephon Diggs. It's such a tough matchup, Jim. I know you love listening to Romo right now.
No, I don't. That's why I turned the volume off. I have no volume.
Since you listen to Romo.
I used to like Romo, but then they started getting in his ears saying like, "Hey, cut back on the full breakdowns, everything you're doing on plays. Like we don't need all that." I'm like, yes, we do need all that.
Like why? We the people love it.
He does it still, obviously, but not to the extent he used to. And he's gotten into that thing that a lot of commentators do, like freaking Troy Aikman, who I hate, where he'll pick a guy and say, "Oh my, I just love him."
Glaze
He's so phenomenal. He walks on water. Like, marry the guy.
A few years ago during a Bills game, I think it might have been a Bills Chiefs playoff game, one of many.
Yep.
And Josh Allen threw the ball away.
Yep.
And he goes, "Wow, what a play by Josh."
We watched that together.
I was like, he threw the ball away. He didn't.
I remember screaming at the TV for that because come on.
He didn't do anything. That's as crazy as when we were watching that Alabama UCLA basketball game a couple years ago and they talked for 2 minutes about shorts.
Yeah, it was something, wasn't it?
I used to wear shorts like that back in the 80s. That high cut short, that's why it's worth it to wear the shorter length, because you don't run into circumstances like this. It's the shorts that brush the shorts, but then make enough contact with the shorts to overturn the call.
It's
death by shorts.
I don't know. But no, going back to the sound guys, when Berg had that game against Averill Park, the one that was on TV.
Yeah.
They had the sound guy on the sideline, obviously. And, well, again, you say some things in the moment that you're not really thinking about, And I was on the sideline, and John Vandenberg bounced off a tackle and ran for like a 30-yard touchdown. And the whole sideline was quite excited, obviously. And I'm just like screaming, and I'm running down the sideline, and it's just me. And I'm sprinting. And I said some things, and the sound guy's like right there, and he's like kind of like right near me. And I said some things that were not okay, not good. And I remember at that time I was bagging groceries at Praise Shopper, and there was multiple like parents or kids who went to school with or whatever. They're like, "I heard you on the mic," and I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Now, obviously, I recorded the game at home to watch it over, and I've watched that thing over a million times. I watched it, and I heard some of the things I was saying. I'm like, oh, man. I thought I was going to be – I thought I was going to get canceled for getting canceled was really a thing.
Canceling the greater Troy metropolitan area.
Yeah. That was – didn't want that. And you were on that sideline.
Yes, I was.
Crazy part is, we were not friends at the time.
I was up. James Cook, touchdown number 2 for the day.
James Cook's another guy who I liked in the draft a couple years
I
ago.
gotta say, like he's another. He kind of a lot, reminds me, oddly enough, a lot of Kareem Hunt, like good downhill runner.
Yeah, James Cook is a good back.
Strong. His legs are straight. Yeah. You could always tell when a guy hits the weight room.
Yeah,
and he's one of them.
I think sometimes he struggles with consistency, but that's gotten better as the years been going on. So I mean, I'm a big consistency guy. Like, yeah, if you have a couple monster games, like unfortunately, like he had in week 2 against us, like that's great or whatever. But I'd rather have a consistent full year than 3 monster games. You know?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, a huge example of that is like a Gabe Davis when he was with Buffalo. Like he's either getting 164 receiving yards or he's getting 8.
Right.
I would rather you just get a steady like 100 a game. 100, 110 a game. You know, or like
110 a game is pretty nuts.
Or you know what I mean? Like a consistent level. Like, higher end, like bottom out around there, like higher end 180, lower end 40, just kind of because you're not going to be on it. Like I was looking at Amonra's stats earlier today, and some games he's had 150, other games he's had 17.
Yeah,
and so I as long as you're finding like a good easy medium, which I think he's done a great job at this year. I wonder who the leading receiver in the NFL is right now for yards.
Usually it shows up. I look at it. It shows up on the NFL Instagram every week, but I haven't looked in a while. For me, if you can get like 60 to 70 a week, I'm totally cool with that because you're doing your job.
Yeah, 60 to 70, a touchdown. That's all, and it's just doing it consistently. Like I don't really care if you have like explosive games. I want to see who this NFL receiving yards leader is right now.
Tyreek Hill, by the way, scored back-to-back weeks now.
Yeah, he's coming back from the injury. He's starting to get back in his midseason form again, which is great to see.
It's hard because Miami sees more too high looks than anybody in football. So it's a lot of underneath, kind of just trying to dink and dunk your way up the field, and the home run ball is really not there as much. And that's the thing, like the numbers Miami was putting up last year, and even there was games last year were the games that Mike McDaniel really struggled, where they're playing a lot of too high, and you're not getting the explosive plays. You're not, and you have to adjust. We didn't have the third receiver on to make key third downs, or when you need another option other than Waddle or Hill, or when one of them are off the field, whatever. This year, Mike has made a couple more adjustments to that to kind of not press the issue and just say, we're just going to go deep anyway because we have these guys, which I'm very thankful for. I mean, that is a part of growth that I've seen, which is nice.
Well, it's almost in a way, it reminds you a lot of Buffalo. Like Buffalo's play calling has matured a lot. Like I feel like when you're coaching of a product like Josh Allen, or you have somebody like a Tyreek Hill, you're like, holy shit! Like I want to maximize this. It's kind of like playing on Madden when you're playing with a player who's like on Roy.
Right.
Like all right, like I kind of want to take advantage. Like if it's got great deep ball, I want to take advantage of this. Like if you've got Lamar Jackson, you're going to run all the time. But after a while, you're like, okay, but we've got to find a good balanced system for drawing up plays, scheming guys open, but just keeping a balance, keeping a tempo on offense. It's really, the more you watch the game, the more it's all about tempo and
100%.
Cadence and driving the ball consistently downfield. I don't really care about hitting them deep bombs. It's if you get a look, my God, is a great to hit one. It feels great, but it's not. Right. And there's another thing with the deep bombs is it's only about 13 seconds.
Right.
Speaking of which, Mahomes just hit one. He's on a.
I was going to ask you. So, do we think that Mahomes comes back and answers, or what?
He's out of bounds. Hold on, one. Damn it! 1 foot touched the sideline. Damn it! He was wide open too. That ball's a little off from Mahomes. That was drifting out of bounds. That was a little off.
Hey man, it happens. Shit.
It happens. It happens to the best of them sometimes. Shit, that would have been nice to hit that one. Bill's been doing a great job with dialing up pressure and getting to Mahomes today. I will say that too.
Yeah.
This has probably been one of the hardest games for him to play from a pressure standpoint. Oh, we got a little fight. Oh, come on, baby. Kick his ass. Come on. Dude, that Pittsburgh-Baltimore game was chippy. Oh, dude. Shit, that was good.
Pittsburgh had a false start on a play, and the guys got all up in each other's faces and wanted to fight. I'm like, dude, there wasn't even a play.
Them tempers were flaring. It all started with Kyle Hamilton and Najee.
Yeah.
Because Kyle Hamilton tried to compose his will and get in his face, and Najee just does the whole first down thing over his head. I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, this is getting dicey. Fun fact: Kyle Hamilton and Najee played against each other back in the Rose Bowl in Arlington here a couple of years ago, and well, you know how that turned out.
Did we even have to bring that game up? I mean,
oh, I loved that game.
Yeah, I know you did.
We put a boot up their ass.
Everyone puts their boot up Notre Dame's ass.
Including Northern Illinois. And Marshall. Person. Offsetting fouls.
That's the worst. When you get a flag and like, you know, say you're a fan of, you know, a Kansas City, like, oh, let's go, you know, and then it offsets. It's like, well,
especially like if you're a fan in the crowd and like you just see a fight, you're like, oh shit, we may get some good field position from this.
Right.
And you're drunk, so you're not dialed in or whatever. You know, you're like, oh shit, and then it just turns out to be it's a big flub, just nothing. It's like, oh shit, that was all for nothing.
Regardless, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you'd rather it offset than it be against you. So I mean,
yeah.
You know,
that's fair enough. You don't want to lose. Damn. Ed Oliver flew into his ass.
Ed Oliver's no joke. Ed Oliver's an angry individual.
He is. Well, and I was telling the folks earlier about how I respect Ed Oliver, but he's on my list of Tom Brady haters that I have, and you know they're all on my list. You know, that little shit that he had back in 2021, the little skirmish, it stays on my list.
Yeah, well, Ed Oliver's known for being a hothead. He was a hothead at Houston.
Yeah, I remember him and Major Applewhite got into it on the sideline. He wasn't even playing.
Yep.
Huge. That's huge for Buffalo at field position.
100%.
You see, and if you're Kansas City, that's what you don't want, because this is one of those hostile environments in the NFL, and just getting that crowd going, like it's
yeah.
You're right. Well, I mean, this could very well be the game.
That's the thing. Like Kansas City, you know, yes, it's great because you have Patty and you have Andy Reid, and you always feel like you're in the game, and you are. But Kansas City's offense, I feel like more times than not, anyway, feels like, especially against the good teams, they really struggle, like as far as consistently moving the ball.
Yeah,
it's
like pulling teeth.
Right, like there's not an easy day. It's every play is a hard one, and that's tough. And there's only so many times that you're gonna win like that.
Well, I feel like after a while, they're going to get somebody special like a Tyreek back again. I don't know who it's going to be, but I feel like after a while, they're going to get somebody like that again.
I mean, eventually, because
you like I remember, like it's all cyclical. Like with the Patriots there for a while, like they had the repeat Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. And then there's a little dip in 05 and 06, and started to feel like the Colts are starting to get that edge on them. So they're like, all right, you saw Pittsburgh getting better and Baltimore getting better. And it was like, all right, we got to do something. They're now got Randy Moss.
Right.
Like, I feel like after a while, and granted they got D-Hop this year, but I feel like after a while, they're going to make a really aggressive move like that. When? I don't know, because the salary cap has to permit too, and the timing's got to be right.
Well, and that's part of the thing is like a lot of these guys, as far as legit studs, you have to actually trade for. They don't just become available. I mean, they do, but it's very rare. So if
Yeah.
there's a situation where one of them becomes available on the free agent market, then obviously guys are going to look at Kansas City and say, well, I will be willing to take less to go there because I know I'm going to win. So if they can get a situation like that eventually, then they'll definitely snag one of those guys. I don't know as far as a trade, like I don't know if they go and get like a top 10 guy, but because they can't really afford that, I mean, if they really could have afforded Tyreek, they would have kept Tyreek, but they weren't trying to pay that kind of money.
No, I mean they could have gotten him. He wanted to go. They could have gotten him, but it's they just didn't. They don't have the financial means, and they also like it's also important. Like if you're doing a trade, how are you going to package guys up? Like what kind of bundle are you going to send to Miami?
Right.
And I don't know if they have the personnel to be able to. Oh shit. Oh shit. You see, I love a game like this because the momentum swings are crazy. Like it's one moment you feel it's really tipping in Buffalo's direction, and then something like that happens. It's like, oh wow, now Kansas City has great field position. Like it keeps you engaged, it keeps you locked in, and I really enjoy games like this where there's no. I don't really feel like the scales are tipping in anybody's favor right now.
No, well, in both of these teams, like I was just saying about Kansas City's offense, like there's times where you look at Buffalo, like, all right, like they don't wow you, but I feel like that's all across the NFL, especially this year. Like there's really not teams where you're like, oh wow, like that's they're them.
There's nobody who scares the shit out of me,
right?
Except for the Lions. Because even like the thing with them is even when they don't play well, they still win, and then they win in a variety of ways. Like it's and they do beat the living shit out of a lot of these teams that they play. But you also got to think today, like they're playing the freaking Jaguars, and so like
right. And like last week, Jared Goff threw 5 picks, and realistically, they had no business. Houston should have won that game. Houston handed that game over to Detroit.
Yeah.
So, and think about this. For Houston, that's obviously without Diggs because he's out for the year, and without Nico Collins. So, I don't know. Detroit, I want to see what it's really like when Detroit really gets back because I want Detroit to win the Super Bowl. I want to see what it's going to be like when Detroit gets backed up into a situation when they're playing like a Kansas City. Just because off of experience alone is going to be interesting when they're playing Andy Reid, Mahomes. Like what are you gonna? How's Dan Campbell really going to feel in that type of situation? Because that's not easy when you're inexperienced.
I do feel like the playoff experience last year greatly prepared them for what's going to come.
Dan Campbell knows he can't mess around this year.
Yeah, I think that they really needed that experience. I think it was very humbling. It was very eye-opening. And, of course, there's a commercial for the Taylor Swift's Arab book. Like anybody gets it. Of course, you use this stage to promote it. I see what you're doing, honey. Very smart. But the Tortured Poets Department, that's a shitty freaking name for an album. But nonetheless, I digress. Yeah, oh shit. I do have the top 5 leading receivers in the NFL for this year.
Who we got?
Jamar Chase at 981 yards.
Yeah.
That Baltimore game is a huge reason why. Yeah. Justin Jefferson, 831. Terry McLaurin, 721. Garrett Wilson, 707. And Zay Flowers, 688.
What's crazy about that is Scary Terry's at number 3. And you know what he did on Thursday night?
Nothing.
10 yards.
That's good. And even after that bad of a game,
So that's
he's
crazy.
still he's still at number 4. That's insanity. All right, let's see. What is Kansas City dial up here? How do they how do they capitalize off of that 4th down interception from Josh Allen? We got 6 minutes left in the half. It's huge for momentum here. Let's see it.
I'd say continue to keep trying to run the ball.
That screen, that was probably one of the most Kansas City plays I've ever seen. Of course, Noah Gray. I love Noah Gray.
He targets Noah Gray a decent amount. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, he loves Noah Gray. He's kind of like your decoy Travis Kelce.
That's right.
No, I mean when Travis Kelce's being blanketed and in which he has a lot. Oh, there's Justin Watson. Oh, what a guy. That guy, I still don't forget that Eagles game last year with him. There goes McCole Hardman. Wow, great block from Travis Kelce. That's you see, and I want to highlight that right there. Like that's what a great tight end does. Of course, like the scoring plays are great, the clutch catches are great, but when you get a block in there like that, I mean, it's just that's what makes a great tight end.
100%.
Oh, Doug Peterson has a quote on his job status. We'll have to get to that on the break.
I think the thing that you got to appreciate about guys like Kelce and your Kittles and Hawkinson's, like these guys can block, and that's the foundation of a tight end. We've been so spoiled in today's game with all the tight ends and how athletic they are and the flashy plays they can make. But the foundation of what a tight end really is, I need you to block.
Yeah.
That's why Mike Gesicki is no longer a Dolphin.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to catch, be a receiver. You need a tight end and a fullback out there to be able to create space. I mean, that's at the end of the day, like that's what you're there for. Is it awesome to be versatile and make catches, be a reliable target? Yeah, but first and foremost, you got to block. And first down for the Chiefs. Zeke's boy Carson Steele.
No.
That guy, that hair is crazy.
He fumbled in that Cincinnati game and it pissed me right off.
Were you yelling at the TV?
Of course I was. I had a parlay going.
Was that another game that you really wanted Kansas City to win?
No, because I don't really like either one of them either.
Somebody screwed you that day. I forget what team it was. Somebody really screwed you.
That's typical.
Wow. That was incredible. Going out of bounds, flicks it over effortlessly. That's vintage Mahomes. That's vintage Mahomes. That improv. That was insanity. It is so fun watching Mahomes go against Josh Allen because both guys are just so brilliant. The plays that they can make just off script. It's just
so athletic.
There's no one there. I'm sorry. People can say what they want. There are no two dudes in the NFL like these two.
No.
I don't want to hear it. There ain't nothing else like these two.
There's really these two, and then there's the rest. I mean,
yeah.
I know people, Lamar.
I don't buy it. I don't buy that.
Lamar is extremely talented. I'm not saying that he's not a special athlete. He's a very special athlete. But he's not these guys.
Well, also consistency too. Like,
exactly.
If you looked at a lot of Lamar Jackson's throws today, they were sailing crazy. Oh, here's Zeke's favorite commercial, the State Farm Bundle LaRuski commercial. I know you love this one.
You know it, pal.
I feel like that's a big Jonah Sawyer commercial.
His favorite commercial is I don't know if you ever, when we were kids, they used to have these thing called Zoo Pal plates.
He likes the Zoo Pal commercials.
Yeah, he loves those. He wants to bring back because they got rid of them. He tried to get a petition going to bring Zoo Pal plates back.
I mean, they were pretty cool.
He's like, because like the commercial says, it makes eating fun. He's like, yeah, man, it makes eating fun. I'm like, you're 24 years old, bud.
You know what else makes eating fun?
Huh?
A nice box of Popeyes.
That's true.
Makes eating very fun. Makes it very delectable. And also a nice ceramic plate to put my Sunday steak on tonight. But there's thunderstorms in the forecast, so I'm gonna. Oh man, my steak I better be able to get my steak in. I'm gonna be a very very angry young man, as Styx once said. That steel wall of the Buffalo Bills stays true. I knew you loved that one, pal.
I ain't saying nothing.
I just love making up random shit in the air. I love improv.
I mean,
okay, that's one thing. Like, how the hell is there a Steelers fan at a Bills game? Like, dude, read the room.
Hey, I'm gonna be wearing Dolphin stuff at a Giants Cowboy game. So
Noah Gray, Dush. That's now I knew like touchdown celebration. Dush.
This guy sucks. Good for Mahomes.
Or maybe I can start doing the John Gruden thing. Oh,
don't do
that's
anything
me
that
feeling
John
really
Gruden
nice.
does. Don't do anything that John Gruden does.
I couldn't do that in pregame warmups.
All right, Joshy, what are you gonna do about it, pal?
I think you should send Josh Allen a love letter.
No. I really miss Christian Wilkins for what he used to do to Josh Allen twice a year. He used to torment that man.
Oh, he did. He used to terrorize him.
Josh Allen would be hitting him away, like, just stop, leave me alone.
No, Christian when he'd have Christian Wilkins and Jalen Phillips coming at him. Oh my God, they used to suck.
Yeah, Christian Wilkins did something to Josh Allen at the bottom of a pile that is another one of those things that I can't say on here, but he it's pretty funny.
I don't know this.
Let's just say he took a firm grip of something. You know what I'm saying?
He grabbed his ass. Oh no.
No, the
okay.
other side of him, not his butt.
The other. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's safe to say that he imposed his will.
That's right. You gotta make him feel you.
Yeah, let him know. Let him know you're there.
That's right. Goddamn right.
What a freak. Oh, I just saw something in that commercial there about your favorite restaurant in New York, the Rusty Nail. I know you're a big Rusty Nail guy.
No, hey, my mom always told me, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
He's also a big fan of the Tipsy Moose. Especially,
I'm going to be nice. People have livings to make. I'm not going to say anything.
But his favorite restaurant of all is the 76 Diner.
It should be shut down. Okay.
There it is. There it is. I got the crack.
Close the doors. Board it up. Do what you got to do. Just don't serve food.
He gets all touchy about the plate of chicken tenders he got back in July. That he got down for.
Between that and some of the service I get and the atmosphere, it's like I know what heaven's going to be like now because I've sat in it. It's
old people.
Some of their souls are already gone, so it's it's rough. It's rough in there.
I'll never forget the one day when we were in there at that one crew behind us, and the lady's like, "Yeah, we just dusted her grave off the other day." I'm like, What the hell? I'm trying to eat a chicken Caesar wrap over here. What the hell is going on? Chicken Caesar wrap and ginger ale. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I respect my elders. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like I don't really particularly need to sit in a room and eat with 70 of them.
The entire elderly community of Latham, New York.
Yeah,
It is. If you haven't been, that place is. It is. Oh my God! You won't believe what Tina just said. She said, "What the hell does Zeke have around his neck? He has no right making fun of people at the casino."
Whoa! What do you mean? This is fine jewelry. Come on.
He broke the ice out.
I had to for Brian Gregoire. I had to.
Well, especially after that big win y'all had. I mean, you gotta celebrate it.
Hey, hold on. I know for a fact, I'm pretty sure anyway, that your mom doesn't like 76, right? I know your dad doesn't like 76 for a fact.
Yeah, I don't think Eric's a big fan. I think he got sick there before or something. I think he's got the same thing I got with Dinosaur Barbecue. Like I think it's got him sick before.
Eric was funny. We came back with Ron that one time, and he's like, "I don't know why you guys keep going there. The food sucks." I'm like,
Eric Gregoire holds no punches back. I will
that
say
man
that.
tells the truth.
He does. Now you know where I get it from. There was what was it? There was one day later last week where I was just very tired, and everything that came out of my mouth was just straight, direct, just truth. Like just exactly what was on my mind, whether it was rosy or brutally honest, and I just told the truth because that's what we do, pal. Okay,
some people can't handle the truth.
No, but
Just
regardless,
just like you still can't handle the truth that I struck you out, but that is what it is.
Struck me out when I was batting left-handed.
I can't see regardless. So
I was batting left-handed.
You can say whatever the hell you want, pal.
30 left-handed. I bat like 310 right-handed.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can say whatever you want. It's not going to make it any better. So I would probably quit while you're ahead.
I'm like Nick Swisher. I swing both ways.
Batting.
Batting left and right. Don't take me out of context here. I'm talking about baseball.
Hey, listen, what you do in your free time is none of my
No.
business.
And I certainly don't get struck out by blind guys in my free time. That does not happen.
I'm just saying.
I'm a switch hitter.
As they say, love is love. So I don't know.
We're talking about the baseball field. Oh my God. We could talk, if we want to go there, we could talk about that. Some of Zeke's interactions they've had in Macy's because of the
No.
So,
all right, so listen. Here's what I want to ask you. Do you think that Kansas City truly is going to make the Super Bowl? Like, do you really think that? Say they play Buffalo in the playoffs, and it'll be in Kansas City. You think Buffalo has a shot or no? You think Baltimore would have a shot?
Well, who else will? No, I don't. Because I'm sorry, with Baltimore, they're one of those teams that you know what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. When the lights are bright, you know what they're going to do. I don't feel the same way. With Buffalo, Buffalo's weird to me because Buffalo is a team where I feel like if they do get the right opportunity, they'll capitalize. I feel like at some point they will.
That's what I'm saying. Josh Allen at some point has got to get Mahomes. He has to.
Josh Allen
at some point. It has to happen.
I don't feel the same way about Lamar because I've seen very few playoff games out of Lamar that have been convincing at all. Josh Allen has had plenty of playoff games. He's been brilliant. The ball just hasn't bounced his way. He should have won back in 22. But then he should have won last year.
I agree.
I mean, once again, Buffalo just lost control in the fourth quarter. And And to me, I've always said it always feels like more of a Buffalo thing than a Josh Allen thing.
What are they throwing around in the crowd?
A beach ball.
Like,
but they're gonna be cool, man. Look, at least I
That
throw ice
angers
pellets
me.
at people today.
You said
That's
what?
nice. What's that? I said at least not throwing ice pellets at people today.
Yeah, that's true. It's like you people are at a prime matchup. We're hitting around beach balls.
Like, what is this? The Fredericksburg Fred Nats? Like, put the freaking the Pensacola Blue Wahoos? Like, what are we doing here?
You guys want to be taken serious? How can I take you serious when you're hitting beach balls around in November at a prime matchup?
I wonder what the temperature is out there. It's gonna be shit.
When you're playing pretty much your father and Pat Mahomes.
the guy owns you past the month of December.
That's right. The guy that makes you cry.
You remember the regular season matchup last year with Mahomes freaking out. This is the first time they've played this game in the regular season in Buffalo in a very long. I think this is the first time they played this regular season game in Buffalo since 2020.
Wasn't that a Monday nighter?
It was a weird COVID. Yeah, it was a Monday night game, but it was supposed to be Sunday, but they flexed it to Monday because of COVID. Yeah, you know. You remember we used to have Tuesday night football?
Yeah.
I remember Titans and Bills was one. It was a Tuesday night game.
You're still ahead of me. So what happened? What do we got?
First down for the Bills.
I can't take it anymore.
I love this kind of game. 14-13, just like not too high scoring, not too low scoring, just.
Well, I feel like every time you get these two teams, it's very rare that you're disappointed. I mean, it's just not. It's always going to be tight.
There was only one game ever where I was disappointed by these two, and it was in 2021 regular season game.
Yeah.
When it was like 38-17 Buffalo or something like that. It was just a blowout.
Yeah.
That was it. All the others have been great. The 2021 was kind of a slow game, but it was. Oh, the AFC Championship that year was a blowout. Those are the two. When Stephon Diggs was staring at the confetti.
Yeah.
That was disappointing.
We watched that one too, you and me.
That was your boy Matt Collins.
Listen, we've talked about Buffalo many times. I respect Matt Collins. But he's a special teamer.
Zeke's favorite player of all time is Liam Eichenberg.
I'm not taking the bait. You're not going to fool me.
He also adores Lester Cotton.
Listen, I'm going to be as cool as the other side of the pillow. You ain't getting me.
Okay, Stuart Scott.
Hey, he was a damn legend. All right.
He is. I love
Stuart Scott. Legend.
Good coverage from Kansas City that time. Trent McDuffie. I love Trent McDuffie. He's a good corner.
I mean, listen, if it wasn't for Trent McDuffie, I mean, that secondary is already a little spotty after Trent McDuffie, so they didn't have him. That secondary to be an absolute mess.
Well, losing Snead was a huge deal.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about Kansas City is they don't spend on corners. I mean, part of the reason they don't have the Jarius Snead anymore. But yet they always get good enough play, just like at receiver. It's the same. Kansas City just is coached so well. It doesn't matter who you have at receiver, who you got at.
Oh yeah.
You can get by.
I mean, there are just some teams out there that are so obsessive about the details.
Yeah.
Your personnel that doesn't matter as much as it does for others. Like the Steelers are another team. They can scheme anybody up to look really good.
Yep. I mean, look at the similarities from like those years we had Belichick and Brady. They did that in New England forever. Kansas City, same thing. Like that's what happens when you have greatness. Like, that is greatness.
Yeah. Well coached, you're in the right position at the right time. Yeah, their attention to detail, just obsession with detail is just off the charts. That's what sets those teams apart. And I'll say you'll even start to see it in the Chargers with
No, for sure.
with Jim Harbaugh. It's just there are some guys out there who are just so incredibly detail oriented that there doesn't need to be as much of an emphasis on personnel as there is on other teams. Going for the end zone. Couldn't really find anybody open. All right. So hopefully Bass isn't ass this time and can knock this field goal down. You see what I did there?
Wide right, baby. I know you Bills fans are used to that.
Oh, yeah. 1987, anyone?
Oh, too many times. It's great.
Is Mr. Sawyer asleep again?
Huh?
Is Mr. Sawyer asleep again?
No, he's over at the bar.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. By himself.
All right, Bass knocked that one down.
Bass can touch grass, okay? Yeah, that's right.
Wow. This guy sucks.
That's
You
right.
forgot the John Candy laugh at the end of that one.
Here's the thing. You can't do it all the time. If you do it too much, it's like, oh, well, it ruins it.
I did it the other day. It was perfect the other day. I forget, where was I? I was in Kroger or something like that, and I was hauling out my groceries, and I looked at the cash. I'm like, I'm gonna drop a pretty penny here today. And she was like, yeah, okay. I was like, he has returned.
He has returned.
With a Philly cheesesteak, baby. That's what we do.
You didn't tell me you were stopping at the store.
Get some food.
Hey.
I'm really drunk.
You seem very hurt that he went to the store and didn't get you anything.
Yeah, if I go later, will you walk over there with me?
Sure.
Zeke, I miss our walks to the Shell station in Tuscaloosa.
I know.
Those are the nights. Every night we'd go there.
On those very humid evenings.
Oh yeah, you love those hot evenings.
Hate them.
Being in the pool and it felt like a hot tub.
That was terrible. I will say that was
the first time I ever felt that. The pool was literally 94 degrees.
You enjoying that thing over there?
Oh my gosh, so go.
Sounds like me when I eat Popeyes.
Oh my God.
I'm getting a little snack right now too.
These are the people that I hang out around. I don't understand it sometimes. Characters, absolute characters.
This is officially sponsored by these things are addicting.
What is it?
Tonight in general, I got way
Parmesan dots.
drunker than I anticipated.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I get the cinnamon ones.
Cinnamon ones are great.
Oh, I know they are, pal.
Oh, guess what I had for lunch today?
Let me ask you this. Did you make something at the house or did you eat out?
No, I had to work rally day at the stadium, so they catered Papa John's for us.
Papa John's, really?
I mean,
I love Papa John's. Shaq endorses them.
yeah.
Shaq endorses a lot of things. Shaq also
I was gonna say
general insurance.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Papa John's isn't terrible, but hey, it could have been worse. Could have been Little Caesars.
Oh yeah, no, it actually wasn't bad. I was a little slow going this morning after last night too, so it was
right.
It was just what I needed.
You remember the old the guy putting them in the Papa John's commercials?
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day. He got some Papa John's and tried it, and he was like, "Yeah, this is this is not how I used to make it. This is I don't know what they did, but it's definitely different."
Oh God!
You can see the look on his face. He was quite upset.
Well, it's one of those things. I mean, when you hand your restaurant over, or like that guy get canceled,
Right.
and you lose that. You lose identity. You lose the way you always did things.
You know what I heard? I heard that your favorite celebrity of all time was or is Jared from Subway.
Why would that be?
I don't know. I just heard that's your guy. I don't know. Even after all the awful things that he did.
Hey, I mean, I always liked Subway growing up until I got a bug on my sub this summer.
Well, that's why you're a Jersey Mike's kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I've been newly converted. I've been converted onto that side.
Hey, you know.
I've never once gotten a bug on my sub at Jersey Mike's, so it's caps off to them.
What the hell?
Viking.
What are they showing? Right? What is this?
Will Chamberlain.
Oh, dude, our storms might be bad tonight.
Are they in a church? Is this a church? Oh no! It's actually. You were right. It's actually Will Chamberlain. Huh, I thought you were joshing me, pal.
There he just did it. Fucking guy. No.
Oh,
So
I forgot. That sandwich is so good. Go for another one.
you want to talk joshing?
Bro, that shit was so fucking good, bro. I
Good.
forgot, bro.
In the DFW airport today, you want to talk joshing? The rental car people are like, we're trying to get people to upgrade their insurance.
Yeah.
Like in the airport too, because they're like, well, we're gonna get hailed tonight, so you should probably upgrade your insurance. They're trying to get more money out of them.
Right.
And people just like, no, I'm good.
Good. Let it rain and be an absolute mess now, so it's not like that when we're there.
Tonight could be bad. I just hope I get my Sunday steak in.
You won't.
You will. I'll eat one with you, B.
I believe I will.
B, I'll eat one with you.
You know,
A Sunday steak. We'll go out and pick out that day the exact pieces of meat that we want to eat.
We're having a Sunday steak down here, pal, and you're gonna eat it.
and that's what he's just telling me.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yo, we'll go buy potatoes and dice them up, and we'll make some roasted potatoes. We'll do the whole 9, bro.
Oh yeah.
Guy, Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, you don't like roasted potatoes?
You are a roasted potato.
I am. That's
Hey,
true.
You know what I'm gonna be eating.
Bro, I want another one so bad. I literally want to walk back in there and be like, yeah, bro, run it back.
We're in Texas, so we'll get you a nice loaded baked potato.
I think Jonah wants to get barbecue at some point when he's down there.
I definitely do.
Oh yeah, I'm game. Let's do it.
They better have chicken tenders.
We'll go to. You know where we can go after you all come to. This guy sucks. They don't, by the way. You know where we can go to after I show you all around my office is a place down the street called the Hurtado's Barbecue.
Oh yeah.
It is immaculate. They got great brisket, great burn ends, great smoked sausage. You would like some smoked sausage.
I think I'll pass.
I'm telling you, you would like some smoked
I think I'm good on that. I don't know.
They have great French fries.
You got any good mac and cheese down there anywhere?
Oh yeah. I think they have some at this place. Most barbecue places down here have really good mac and cheese.
The thing I hate about mac and cheese when you go out though, right, is like so many places will try and do their variation of a mac and cheese and like put all kinds of crazy random shit either on top or in. It's like what? Keep it simple. It's mac and cheese. You don't need to. You're going way out of the box. You just don't need.
Just make it nice and creamy and potent. That's all. That's all I really ask for.
It's. I don't know. I saw somebody puts like mayo in their mac and cheese.
That is just vile. Who the hell does that?
I saw it in some video. I'm like, this man should be arrested. I don't know.
That is gross. You ready? You ready for this? So I've done polls recently on the air. I'm gonna start doing more this week. Of like who would you take on a neutral field, and I did Penn State and Indiana. You want to guess what the outcome was?
Indiana.
Yeah, 64% to 36%.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Indiana is them. I mean, they beat Penn State. They beat Alabama. They beat.
They would never beat Alabama. No, that would not happen.
Yeah, they would, but it's okay. It's okay.
That's okay. Ohio State would lose to BYU, so that's okay.
That would not happen.
The BYU would beat you.
Oh yeah, I'm so scared. He's not good.
Mr. Jake Retzlaff.
He's terrible.
I was very underwhelmed last night watching that game. Oh,
yeah.
This was a big point prover right here.
Who
would win on a neutral field, SMU or Notre Dame? Because SMU, to me, is the most disrespected team in college football.
Mm-hmm.
But yet 69% of people said that SMU would beat Notre Dame.
Hey, man, could you imagine? That'd be great.
I would love it. I honestly, I think the SMU would not only beat Notre Dame, I think they'd beat them convincingly.
SMU is right near you, right? Right down the street?
It's right across the highway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's in really close proximity.
How's that campus?
It's like it feels like really southern, kind of more on like the bougie side, I would say. Like it just feels very bougie over there.
I like that.
It's definitely a quieter campus than it's quieter than Alabama, but more fun than Duke. If that makes sense.
You said it's quieter, but what?
Quieter than Alabama, but more fun than Duke, if that makes sense.
Well, I think listen, after seeing Duke, I can tell you right now, I think most places are more fun than Duke.
That place was so quiet.
It was dark. Buildings were gray. It was just it looked like you were kind of like in a timeout. It was not good. I did not like it there.
You need to complete your homework.
Yeah, no. I think I'm good. I'd rather go to East Carolina.
Hey man, the Pirates know how to get down.
Yep, that's where Vincent Kennedy McMahon went to college.
It's a very fine institution. Here, I'm getting stuff up on the socials for the second half here. But let me. I'm a.
This guy sucks. Are you going back to the store?
No.
Yeah, I put that video out there of that guy yelling at the Mike Tyson fight was freaking hilarious.
Like what?
Jalen.
What was she?
No, I'm waiting.
Oh, she's on the way.
Yeah.
What are y'all about to do?
Cup hunt.
What?
Cup hunting. So there's this thing on.
I'm sorry, hold on.
There's this thing on TikTok
Oh,
called a boo basket. And in said boo basket, I bought her a cup. Like a regular, like a Stanley type cup that she uses all the time. But she forgot it at the water park. So now it's gone, poof, gone forever. So now we're gonna go Walmart looking for.
You're going to Wally World?
Yeah, we're looking for the.
When are you going?
Like whenever she pulls up. We're looking for the
You're an
exact.
asshole.
We're looking for the
You
exact.
can't wait.
We're looking for the exact same cup that she lost.
This is real time business here.
So we can go find that exact same cup and pretty much replace it like nothing ever happened.
You're really gonna go to Walmart with that?
What do you want? You want to go?
I mean, kind of.
Come on, let's go.
I'm in the middle of the broadcast. Jackass. Well, can you get me something?
What do you want?
You know what I want.
Text it to me. Give me whatever payment of I need. I'll do it.
Well, let me do it now before this gets going. I'll be back, Gregory. I'm going to get my wallet.
Okay, we're going back into the second half right here. So
I'll be right back.
hurry up, pal. All right, we have returned to the second half of action here. I love how Buffalo's supposed to be like a cold, rugged Northeast fan base, but yet they have heaters in their field. That's on the in those upper levels. It's always that's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Here we go. Can Buffalo extend the lead? Pressure from KC.
Ice cream sandwiches.
Good little swing pass from James Cook. Back in action, baby. I think this is going to be an electric second half. I'm not going to lie. I think it's going to be absolutely electric. 16-14, just the kind of game I love. Not too high, not too low. But the potential for drama is there. Great read there. Great deflection from Kansas City. It's deflection. That gives your defense so much momentum and frustrates the offense. I mean, we saw that a lot with the Ravens and Steelers. The Steelers were great at batting passes from Lamar Jackson down, and it gave them such a huge advantage. Pittsburgh's defense really won the day today. And both these defenses today, I'd say, are playing at a very high level. 3rd and 7, very advantageous for the Chiefs. Josh Allen just overthrows Knox. Lucky for him that it was out of range for any Kansas City defender, and 3 and out. 3 and out did not take a lot of time off the clock at all. It's not good for Buffalo. Not a good start. Not a good way to go going in the second half. Looking kind of flat. Granted, it's not definitive. Oh, the Seahawks are up on the 49ers again. Wow. Seattle, wow. Denver is destroying Atlanta right now. Denver's a team that gets better and better every week. They do. I think the next time KC has to go up there and play, it's going to be fascinating. In December too, it's going to be freezing. Oh boy, Bears and Lions on Thanksgiving. It's going to be riveting. So here comes Kansas City's offense. This is coming from the AFC divisional last year. They had a great second half against Buffalo in the same building. I think you're going to see a Chief patch something up very similar here. Travis Kelce, only 1 target. I think you see a change. Great teams adjust. I think you're going to see that. Great run from Hunt. Them legs just did not stop moving. Love that. He has always been a ferocious runner. He's always run downhill. Very, very tenacious runner. Oh, man. Rain's coming in. Got to pray for that Sunday steak, people. We got to get it. What a stretch from Kelsey. There it is. There's his second target of the game, his first reception. That horn is so loud at the Buffalo games. Way back, pal.
I'm coming.
Come on, damn it.
What I missed?
Buffalo had a quick 3-and-out. The drive didn't even take a full minute.
Hold on.
Casey's going to convert with Kareem Hunt, or are they? Nope, the Bills got to stop. The Bills stood strong. Rasul Douglas with the stop. 4th down.
The ancient old man.
What's that?
The ancient man.
Yeah, Mr. Douglas still around them streets of Buffalo. Wait, no, they're not. No, they're not. Oh my God. They are. They're going for it on 4th and 1. Or are they just going to try to get them off sides? Now they're trying to get them to go off sides. Oh, there's your boy DeMar Hamlin out there going crazy.
No comment.
That place just went nuts after that stop. It's okay though. This is I like this. I was saying while you were in the other room, these defenses are playing at a high level today. Both of them are.
No, they definitely are.
And both you and I love to see that.
Of course. I love me some defense.
Good. I saw that Baltimore-Pittsburgh game was very much like that earlier, and so is this one. I've had a lot of fun watching these games today. They've been very entertaining. College football was entertaining yesterday, too. I was having a grand old time.
I think both these teams understand what this game means, obviously.
Well, and I think that they also both understand that it's a marathon and not a sprint.
Right.
Like the play calling has been very calculated, not getting too high, not getting too low. Like a game like this, an even matchup, knockdown, drag out. The point spread's only 2. This kind of game, like you just can't get too high, can't get too low. You got to stay the course and understand that it's a marathon and not a sprint. And I think both these two teams have had enough experience in this game to where they get that. It's like a chess match.
I agree. I will say, I haven't bet in quite a while. But I'll play around on FanDuel and just see what a parlay would look like if I was going to.
Yeah.
And I put in just to see what the odds were. I put in Dolphins, Rams, Lions. I think Green Bay and then Houston tomorrow. So I would have only needed Houston.
Could you imagine if it came out on Monday night and they lost to the Cowboys?
Definitely would not be good for the Cowboys on Thanksgiving when I'm there.
Look, I'm gonna get you to meet Rowdy.
Especially if it was who?
Rowdy.
The hell's that?
Our mascot.
Doesn't he wear a big cowboy hat?
Yeah.
I want to meet that guy.
I have a Rowdy story.
Is he just wandering around the stadium or what? Where is he usually at?
You'll see him down in the event level. He's always down in the tunnel area.
Because I would like to. That'd be a cool picture. I'm just gonna point at his hat.
Look, I can get you to get a picture with Rowdy. Absolutely.
That'd be funny.
I accidentally. Did I ever tell you my Rowdy story?
I don't think so.
Well, I was getting ready for a client coming in and it was a field rental thing, and we were showing them around the green room area, and there's 3 different rooms in there, and we had shown people this room multiple times because there's usually never anybody in there.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole group of people with me, probably 20 of them. I open up the door. There's Rowdy getting changed. And I just stood there speechless for a second. I didn't really know how to interpret. I was just like, You're using this? He's like, yeah. Can you close the door? I'm like, yep, sure thing. Yep.
Oh, so he doesn't like you very much.
It was very awkward. It was very awkward.
Have you seen him since?
Nope.
Have you had like a conversation with him since?
Nope.
Okay. Damn you.
I can talk to the right people and get it done.
I'm gonna whisper in his ear. So my buddy saw you changing, huh?
The people in the group thought it was so funny too. They're like, "Oh my god, was that Rowdy?" I'm like, "Yep, sure was." He was getting changed. Yeah. Tracy, he sure was. That's hilarious.
Well, I'm glad you thought it was so damn funny.
I'm glad you thought it was. Yeah, I'm glad you got a good chuckle out of it.
This is my job, woman.
Now there's gonna be rumors going around about me. Like, nice. Yeah, this is it's funny for you. Oh my god. Here, give me 1 second. I just gotta check the skies outside.
He said, I gotta check the skies. What are you, a bird? You do eat like a bird. He does eat like a bird. I'll give him that.
I think we're good for now.
The showers are coming.
You know what's crazy to think?
What?
We've probably got like 1 or 2 more live streams with this set here.
Yeah.
And then we're moving into the new place in Fort Worth, so it'll be a whole different set. Whole different setup. Dawson Knox, completion, first down. Not another very reliable target for Josh Allen.
Are we on the same time now? Is the game on the same time?
I think we are.
I don't know. It really annoys me that because like there's literally nothing I can do to sync that better.
I just try to fast forward a little bit because I'm on, or rewind it a little bit, regardless of where you are, like, or depending on where you are, because it's YouTube TV.
Mm.
You see that the Seahawks are beating the Niners right now?
No, I haven't looked at the scores because I can't see like the bottom of the screen to look at the score.
And the Broncos are beating the absolute shit out of the Falcons.
You just got to keep bringing that up, don't you?
28-6. Kirk really showed up today. You know, Zeke, you're lucky that your Dolphins don't have to go to Denver this year in the month of November, like what happened a couple years ago.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Because I don't know if you remember, we hung 70 on them, so I'm not worried.
That's right. You did last year. That may be one of the angriest moments I've ever seen you was that game back in 2020.
You know it's bad when I get silent.
The guy didn't talk for 20 minutes after the game.
Nobody talked to me for like 20 minutes. And then eventually Brian had was the only one to speak up because Brian doesn't mind, being the only one in an awkward room to say something.
I never do.
He leaned in, he said, "You all right, pal?" And I looked at him and said, "No, I'm not." And he said, "Well, sorry to hear it."
It's like, I was like, hey, maybe the Dolphins will get them next week. They probably won't, but maybe they'll get them next week.
They synced it. We had a whole room full of people, and Brian's, smart ass mouth told everybody, hey, like when Miami does something bad, let's all clap. And so Miami got a penalty, and I'll never forget it. It was so in sync and perfect. Everybody clapped at the same exact time. Yeah. And everybody was like sitting behind me. I turned around and I looked at every person on that couch like I was about to murder them.
And we did it for the whole game. You remember the game losing pick? We were like, oh yeah.
Yep.
And I kept making Broncos jokes. I'm like, God made the sky orange for the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
It was something. That day was, well, because you were talking shit about Tom Brady. So I was like, all right, we're going to make this guy's life a living hell.
Yeah, our only issue as friends have been our only arguments have been over Mr. Brady.
Yep. And it was bad that whole year. It was bad from start to finish. And the multiple arguments we got into during the playoffs.
Yep.
Like during, I remember we got into an argument during the Buccaneers Packers game.
Yep. I sure remember that.
And then of course a couple months later in my basement.
The basement was the funniest one. Your mom was not happy, which I don't blame her. It was, especially you were getting quite damn animated.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when people talk shit about Tom Brady. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and take that shit.
Oh man.
So are you ready to see this AFC playoff picture?
Go ahead.
You'll be happy to know that the Dolphins are right on the outside looking in.
Oh, I know.
They're right there. The Dolphins are 9.
Yep.
Well, let's just say the teams that still have a chance, because I'd say the threshold is we're at 10 right now. The Bengals are 4-6.
Yep.
I would say the Bengals are a must-win tonight. If they don't
Chargers, baby, come on.
They are. I can't be rooting for the Chargers. That's insane. I never thought I'd see the day.
I know.
But you want the Bengals out that bad?
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of why. Now the Colts beat the Jets, right?
Yeah, on like a last-minute play. Yeah,
which sucks because I needed the Jets.
It's the Colts are.
Yep. And they have the head-to-head.
Could you imagine if that's the game that keeps you out of the playoffs? Think about it. Think about that guy singing, "This is our Colts. This is our team."
Now you're gonna make me break something.
You may break something.
You keep going the way you're going, yeah.
So, like, the Jets are cooked. The Jets are cooked. 3-8, they're cooked.
Yeah.
So then there's Bengals at 8, Dolphins at 9, Colts at 8, Broncos at 7,
right.
Ravens at 6 now.
Here's the thing.
At 5.
The Broncos are they're gonna hurt us. Like I don't think we're gonna pass Denver because after they win today, they're gonna have 6 wins. They're 2 games ahead of us.
I think Denver's gonna hurt a lot of people. They're getting better as the weeks go on.
It's unfortunate. So we'll miss out, and it just sucks because the thing is like it's one of those situations where I obviously know like if Tua doesn't miss time, we're in the playoffs. Like it's not it's not a question. So it's unfortunate.
Niners just scored 17-13 San Francisco.
Shit.
Yeah, I think things could look a lot differently further. But the thing with the Dolphins is it's so far from over, but there's so much that's going to lie on that Thanksgiving night game.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We still have to get past New England next week, which obviously is a game you should. But again, it's the NFL. It's a division game. Never know. But in reality, should be. And then, Thanksgiving, man, that's especially because if they win Thanksgiving, then you're 6-6. And then they have to play Houston. They have to play San Fran. They play the Jets twice, and they play Cleveland. Now that's not in the exact order, but that's just who they play.
How do you always have to play San Fran? I don't know. I don't get that. Like they're always on your schedule.
We played them in 22. We didn't play them last year, But we did play him in 22. We played him in 20. That 21 was a blowout. We killed him. But luckily this time it's in Miami, so that's better. The thing is, like, if there's any game that I don't want to lose, but if there's any game that we could lose,
Look forward to. It's that one.
I'd rather it be an NFC, whether it's Green Bay or San Fran, because you want to stack up the AFC. Once you start having to crunch all the numbers like Miami's going to have to at the end. So I think we sweep the Jets. I'm not worried about the Jets. That offense is non-existent.
That team is falling apart.
Green Bay, they're a good team, but they're a very beatable team.
Oh, I mean, you saw that today.
Cleveland, the only thing that's going to hurt Miami is Cleveland and Green Bay are both on the road, and they're in pretty cold temperatures. Now, Thanksgiving won't be, snow, but it'll be cold. And Miami does not do good in cold weather. Even in Marino days, they were terrible in cold weather. So that'll be tough. And then they play Sunday night football in Cleveland at the end of December. So that's going to be cold. It'll probably be 1 o'clock, but even still, it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold.
I think you'll still. They're so bad. I think you'll still win.
I hope so too. In games like that, though, you have to be able to run the ball in December, January to be a successful team. You just have to.
He just dropped that. Did you see that?
I didn't see it yet.
Watch, D-Hop almost came down with this. They punched out, but Benford punched out at the end. D-Hop called it in. Benford just punched it out.
Dude, that would have been big. I got D-Hop playing.
That would have been spectacular. Because that would have been his second huge catch of the game.
100%. 100%. And hold on. I'm checking fantasy real quick.
Neither of these two teams have gotten into a rhythm at all in the second half. This is getting interesting.
I'm going to lose.
Huge tackle for the Bills. Chiefs are going to punt.
Now, you know that
punt again.
You know what else is big for Buffalo here down the stretch? They're going to get Matt. They're getting Matt Milano back.
Mm-hmm. Your boy.
They opened up his 21-day practice window. He wasn't able to play tonight, but he should probably be back next week or the week after. And that's big. That's that's a guy that's like the heart of their defense.
Oh yeah, when you saw it with Miami last year, when y'all lost. Oh my God, why is that coming to me? Was it Jerome Baker, right? When y'all lost him, like your defense was just when you lose like that. It was
tough, yeah, because he was our leading tackler.
That nucleus, it's tough, and you have somebody else. You lose that middle linebacker, and you have somebody else out there orchestrating everything. You lose that captain. It's just that leadership element is gone.
Well, especially in today's game, there's not a lot of legit scary good linebackers. It's just not like it used to be. The amount is very small. I mean, I always say you got Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, and then everybody else. And it's just not the same. And but Matt Milano will be big. I mean, the tough thing is he missed time last year. He's missed time this year. He's been getting banged up a lot. So for Buffalo, though, to get him back will definitely be big, unfortunately.
Yeah, that'll be big for them down the stretch to get him back, get him healthy again. Remind me, was Kincaid season ending? No.
So
they're gonna get Kincaid back too.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I want to say I don't remember if he got hurt last week or the week before, but it's not. He hasn't even really missed time. He'll be fine.
Okay. I just forgot, honestly.
I will say the one thing that's good for Buffalo's offense is you can tell that Josh Allen a lot of times now, he still obviously takes off and runs and puts his body on the line and does Josh Allen things. But he is starting to be at times a little more thoughtful of let me push the ball down. Let me not always have to run. and try and make something on my feet. He's actually more understanding, like, okay, like, because eventually, I don't care how big you are, it's gonna catch up to you. You know.
I
The
mean,
clock's ticking.
I think he plays a lot more mature football than he used to.
Yeah, it's growing, and it's going to continue to grow the longer he plays, obviously, because he's not going to be able to do the same at the volume that he does it now in 6-7 years. Like, you just can't. It's just not. You can't. So it's good to get in that habit now.
Well, it's one of those things. It's cool when you're young. Your first couple of league in the years, your body is so fresh. It's young. You're at like close to like peak athletic form. You just kind of take advantage of it. There's so many things that your body can do and not face repercussions. And then you get older, your body starts to wear down, and you just have to be smarter about preserving it. I mean, kind of like a LeBron did that as his career went on. I mean, he could do so much crazy shit back in like the mid 2000s, and he just had to, as the time went on, scale it back, and he was still able to do it in the mid 2010s. But then, like now, he's just really scaled it back. It's just what you have to do over time. James Cook, that big defensive stop. So good stop by your boy Drew Tranquil.
I like Drew.
I do like Drew Tranquil.
He was good when he played for the Chargers. He was another guy that I was interested for Miami just because he's a solid player. Not nothing crazy, but good tackler.
Oh yeah, guy knows how to complete the play. Like I love it.
He's another guy. He could have got not a lot more, but he could have got more money. He said on the market. But again, you want to win, so especially when you're on a team in a division, right? Like when you play for like a Chargers or the Raiders, and then you see that you have a chance to go to Kansas City, like I want to go because I know what it feels like to play them, and I'm tired of it.
Oh yeah, I mean that's people would say it about Kevin Durant. That's why he did what he did.
Yep. Ooh.
I mean, shit. That's...
So, let me ask you this real quick: who do you think's going to find their rhythm first, or who do you think's going to make the bigger play first?
I think Buffalo will make it first, and then
he makes it last,
and then Kansas City makes it last like they always do.
Yeah,
there it is, right there. Pass interference against Kansas City for automatic first down. I gotta say, I hate that about the NFL. The spot foul.
Yeah, I was talking about that with Tevin yesterday because he doesn't really watch college like that, so he thought it was a spot foul in college. So I'm like, no, it's a 15, and he's like, oh, that's fucking dumb. I'm like, well, I go back and forth on it.
It's to me like depending on it, it can be so detrimental.
Oh yeah, it could legit make or break a game, 100%.
Like I don't like to the degree of how detrimental it is. Like 15 yards to me just seems pretty standard. Seems pretty fair. I mean, if you're going for a big chunk play, you can literally go from your own 34 to your opponent's 28.
Right. Well, and that's why, like, when it comes to calling pass interference, like when it is a deep bomb, the refs have to give them a little more leeway on shit because, like, there's going to be you can't. If you want to call, I mean, realistically, you can call pass interference on pretty much almost every deep route.
Yeah.
So, like, when it's deep pass like that, you have to give it a little more. Like, okay, like there was a little hand fighting, a little of this. Like, okay, obviously, if it's egregious, then you throw it. But sometimes they don't, and they throw it every time. I'm like, I don't like. You're ultimately like you are hurting this game. Like, I hate when the officials just get too flag happy because it affects the game too much.
Oh, it does. I mean, I heard this a few years ago. Your job as an official is to regulate the flow of the game.
Right.
That's her job. And when you're making calls that are essentially deciding games, you're interfering with it. And so, and that's at that point, you don't want to be disruptive. You want to facilitate the flow. And when you're going against the grain, it's when it gets really sloppy for officials. Buffalo just got the first down there. I feel like they're going to get something out of this drive.
I mean, they should. I mean,
they'll go Shakir to turn the Jets on. That's a good one. 30-yard gain, well into Kansas City's territory. There was all your people, Zeke, with all those with the buffalo hat on, like the literal buffalo on his head.
I'll tell you right now, if I was in that crowd and I caught one of those beach balls, I'm popping them.
It'd be like Shooter McGavin and Happy Gilmore.
Yep.
God, you people, this is golf.
Exactly. That'd be great.
Oh man, I love that. I love that scene. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast.
That's great.
Oh, you're gonna pay. Listen to what I say. Go down to the bay, make things out of clay, eat some hay. I just may.
you know who plays that Sunday when I'm down there, right?
Who?
Bills Niners.
Oh.
Yep. And I want to say, hold on.
At some point, we've got to do an in-person live stream here.
That would be fun.
I mean, there should be enough space right here. I mean,
right
here.
I definitely don't think I'll do it when I'm down there because I'm going to be a little too
tipsy.
Too it's too intoxicated.
We got sauce.
What am I looking for here? No. Got fat fingers.
I've got fast fingers. The digits move fast.
So Niners Bills is the Sunday night game. 4:30 is Ravens Eagles.
That's a hell of a Sunday.
That's pretty good, right?
That's a damn good slate. Remember how shitty both of the Sundays were when you came down to Alabama last year?
They were not good.
Remember that we had the one Sunday night game was Bills and Giants. Oh God.
The rest of the slate's pretty bad, although we do get at 1:00 Steelers Bengals.
That's just always a good game. It's always a good division game.
Seahawks Jets.
Oh God.
Colts Patriots.
Ooh, that's gonna be a real barn burner, pal.
Falcons Chargers.
That's actually not a bad game. That's actually that one could be important down the stretch.
Yeah, there's some other ones with. It's. I mean, regardless, it doesn't matter because we get Ravens and Eagles and Niners Bills and Steelers Bengals in one day. Who are we to really complain?
That's just those three alone is pretty good.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna grab a little sweet treat to start the fourth quarter here.
This guy eats more snacks on here than I do.
This guy's making pepperoni pizza downstairs. Another first down for the Bills, or just short. I got some Milano chocolate chip cookies, or Milano chocolate cookies.
I actually have not eaten a single thing today, snack or meal. Yeah,
that sounds unhealthy.
I'm a tank.
Here we go, baby. Oh, it's funny. These have the same last name as one of your favorite players in the NFL, Zeke. You see it? Look at this. You see?
What does it say?
Milano.
Those aren't good.
Oh my God, they're so good. They get me in the Christmas spirit.
There's these bag of Christmas cookies. They're real cheap, like a big green bag, and I don't remember what the cookies are, but they're so good. And I gotta try and find them again this year. Every time I buy them, though, I
There's
eat
a
a
whole
shit
shit
ton.
ton of them in Kroger. That's probably there. I guarantee it.
You think it's the ones I'm talking about?
Probably. The entire front of the store when you walk in is all Christmas cookies.
They're not they're not the vanilla ones with the frosting that I get. They're not those. They're like actually in a bag.
I know what you're talking about. I think they have them.
Well, next time you're there, take a picture and send it to me.
There goes my boy Ray Davis. They're cutting him loose, baby.
Boo.
They're cutting him loose. Ray Davis, the dog.
Yeah, he played in the second best conference in college football.
You know what? Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. I'm making polls. I'm making polls. And we're going to have a chat about it this week about
No, that's not fair because you went to Alabama, you went to an SEC school. You know a lot of people that went to SEC schools. You have your whole little bubble of people. So no, that doesn't work.
No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it on Instagram because most of the people there are from Bama. Touchdown Bills. Curtis Samuel.
He played at Ohio State.
Yeah, it's a mid program, but yeah, you know, if it wasn't for that lucky little run they had back in 2015, it would have done shit in our lifetime. It's crazy to think about. But yeah, you know, yeah, the Big Ten will always be a little brother to the SEC because from top to bottom, the SEC is just a better conference. I mean, you look at it, like this gauntlet you have to go through as an SEC team. You know, you got Georgia, you got Bama, you got A&M, you got Texas, you got Tennessee, you got South Carolina, you got Ole Miss, you got Missouri, you got Kentucky. Yeah,
There's a bunch of
no
teams
game
in
is
there.
easy.
There's a bunch of teams that you said in there that aren't that good.
Like who?
Missouri.
Missouri is a lot better than Michigan State.
Kentucky.
Kentucky is a lot better than Purdue. I would much rather play Indiana than South Carolina. I'm telling you, I would much rather play Indiana than South Carolina.
I don't know.
I just
I
look.
disagree.
I would rather play Penn State than A&M.
I think more people would say SEC for the fact that they get more primetime games because of the money the SEC makes.
I will say this: that has been a big discussion recently, and I now we're on commercial. I do want to discuss that for a second. We'll get back into the game when it comes back, but I do want to give that a little highlight here. So you remember a couple years ago when the Big Ten came out with that massive television deal, right? The three different parts, a $7 billion deal with CBS, Fox, and NBC. It was very valuable at the time. It was very lucrative. But now they're facing a struggle of satisfying all three parties when it comes to their game windows. Because right now there's like a rotation. Like 1 week, Fox will have priority of what matchup they want. And then CBS will have priority of what matchup they want. And then NBC will have it. And they kind of rotate it every 3 weeks. They said like they'll get first dibs on the best matchup, and then the next one will get the second pick, and then the third one will get the third. So whenever it's Fox's turn, whoever is in that slate gets screwed. Like Penn State, Ohio State, like that was Fox's turn to pick that week. And so obviously they went with by far the best game on the schedule for the Big Ten. And they put that in the noon slot when it should have been 7:30 on NBC. But that's another thing that I'll highlight too here is I'm gonna be straight up. NBC's production of college football sucks. They do not know how to present the product whatsoever. They watch it just like at the beginning of the game, take 10, 15 minutes to watch their beginning presentation and then compare it to like how CBS does it. Or even I think ABC does a decent job at presenting the SEC this year. It's better than I would have expected, honestly. And so like the way that they highlight the crowd at the beginning, the traditions at the beginning of the game, they do pretty good at that. NBC does not know how to set the stage at all for the matchup that they're getting and what it means and the traditions that are embedded in both programs. And so just The Big Ten, I agree that from a media coverage standpoint, the Big Ten is getting screwed because the SEC does get, I mean, because we only have ABC and ESPN. We can structure our schedule for the day however we want it. Like you saw yesterday was perfect for a reason. You started the day off with Texas and Arkansas, then Florida LSU, and then Georgia Tennessee, exactly how you'd think it is. But they can't do that in the Big Ten because they have 3 mouths to feed and not 1. And so it would be logical to have Penn State and Ohio State being the late game. But if it's Fox's pick, it's not going to happen because Fox's window availability is always noon. CBS's is always 2:30. They're glued to that. And NBC's is always 6:30. That's what's stipulated in the contract, and it sucks.
Goddamn right, it sucks.
It does. It sucks. Dude, Ohio State hasn't played a night game this year, which is crazy to me. It's late November. They won't play a night game because next week. Actually, let me see. All right, first down, KC. Yeah, let me look at. I want to see if they decided on a game time for y'all in Indy next week. Oh, they do have the times decided. Bama, Oklahoma is at 6:30 p.m.
Oh,
there goes Kareem Hunt. Big burst of a run.
Come on.
Army and Notre Dame is a night game. And that's on NBC. Oh, my God. You are going to get the freaking noon kick, aren't you?
Probably.
You do.
Of course.
Big noon kickoff for number 2 and number 5.
Like,
are you serious? You're 11.5-point favorites.
We are them.
What's Bama? Get rid of him. He really just tried to stiff arm at a defensive tackle. I'm sorry, that was hilarious. Bama's 14-point favorites in Norman. I got to say, a team to keep your eye on next week, upset alert, is BYU going up against Arizona State because Arizona State is legit trying to get into the Big 12 championship.
My boy Scatabo.
That could happen. And if they lose that game, it will probably be Colorado and Arizona State. Colorado is pretty much a lock for that game.
And then if Arizona State wins that means that they're in the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Could you imagine Scatabo being in the playoffs?
Day, just remember when college football game came out, I played with them and I texted you. I said, "Hey, yeah, I know it's just a video game, but I like this team."
Dude, Scatabo is a dog.
And I said, "I really like my boy Scatabo." All right, Patty, figure it out.
We got to dial in here. I can talk about college football media rights until the sun comes down. You see, I would have expected DeAndre Hopkins to have more than 29 yards.
Don't get me started.
Oh, Justin Watson.
Throw it to DeAndre Hopkins.
He's throwing to Justin Watson over DeAndre Hopkins. Is Patty going to get an angry text tonight?
No. Should. Hold on.
Dude, Josh Allen's really growing the lettuce out, I got to say. That's funny. 2nd and 7. This is look at the time here. Casey's got to get this.
Yeah, no, it has to happen.
Buffalo's got a real stranglehold right now.
It's got to happen.
Good run, Juju Smith-Schuster. There's always that one guy that you forget is on a team, and I just forget that he's on Kansas City. Your boy Creed Humphrey, good block. Just think about it, Zeke. The Dolphins could have had Creed Humphrey.
I don't want to bring that story up again. That pisses me off. Not only could we have had him, so many people could have been like, it's just an interior player.
Let's let him go to Kansas City. Whoa! Yeah, that's what I thought. Throw that shit. Yeah, what you bitching about? I don't. That's that. Is that or is that not typical Buffalo players right there? What really, me, really? Oh, the fucking hands up. Like, what do you think, pal? What do you think is gonna happen? Of course, Rasul Douglas too. Oh yeah. That was. I'd throw that. I mean, you're on the damn goal line. Like they're gonna score regardless.
Yeah.
Damn, Kareem Hunt trying to jump the pile.
I don't hate it.
I'm telling you, I hope Kansas City scores here. I mean, they're going to. It's going to make this damn interesting down the stretch.
No,
Could you imagine Buffalo gets it back and they don't do anything, and then KC just gets it back and scores to win the game? Or better yet, Buffalo gets a field goal and then Kansas City wins with a touchdown.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
I can see it right now, 28-26.
I just need it to be painful for Bills fans. That's all.
I'm calling it 28-26. That's my final score prediction. Buddy. Noah Gray, second touchdown of the day. He got the feet in. That was a beautiful catch. My boy Noah Gray. Happy to see it.
Ooh, Seattle's down 17-13. Seattle got the ball with 2 minutes left.
Man, I wish we could turn that on. We're glued to this game. I wish we could turn that on.
I know. Broncos are up 38-6.
I know you love that. Look at his face. He looks distraught. You look like you're about to explode, pal.
No, fine. I'm fine. Just enjoying the vibes, man.
I may or may not have gotten you a Broncos shirt for Christmas this year.
You may and may not be pushed in front of a moving car. I don't know.
a nice Bo Nick shirt. Just Bo knows. Did you see the sign behind the field goal post? It said, "Mahomes eats boneless wings with ranch." Like, wow, that's a
ouch.
dish. Ouch.
How dare you?
Let that one down.
I can't believe you said that. That's
really hurt my feelings.
you're an awful man.
Such a cruel thing to say.
I mean, give it up, will you?
They think they're so cool because they eat their wings with their hands, which honestly I do. I made fun of somebody the other day for getting boneless wings, so you know. I did it. I said, really? You couldn't get the wings with the freaking with the bone in it? Like, come on, be a man here.
Hey, listen, people like what they like, okay?
Let me tell you, this commercial pisses me off.
The what?
The Color Guard commercial really pisses me off. You know why?
Why?
They're mocking Frankie.
What?
They're mocking Frank Sinatra. They're just, I screened for Color Guard and did it my way. Like,
that's right.
What a mockery of one of the greatest singers of all time.
He was mid.
Whoa. We're not going to talk wild. Yeah, I know you tried to talk crazy about Pat Sajak a few weeks ago, and I drew the line, and I'm drawing the line again now. We're not talking crazy about Frank.
I sure did. Best believe it.
We're not talking crazy about Frank Sinatra.
You want to bet?
Best ever do it.
You want to bet?
Look at this, pal. You see the little candy canes in here? It's the Christmas season. Yes, we're rolling.
I don't like candy canes.
Dude,
I like the you know how they do you like sweet tart candy canes and Jolly Rancher ones. Like I like some of those, but even then, I don't know.
Zeke loves mint flavor.
Hey, in my gum, yeah. Listen, to you people out there that eat mint ice cream, you need help. You should be examined.
I love mint chocolate chip.
I know we've discussed this, and it's disgusting. How dare you?
It
If
is
I
amazing.
want to taste mint, I'll chew gum.
It's just mint in a different form.
Not the same.
You've got to have the palate to appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Your palate's just not sophisticated enough.
Believe me, I know. People have told me for years. Oh, I'm gassing your chicken tenders. Like people are just mad that I know what's reliable. Okay.
I mean, hey, I have to deal with the same criticism.
That is true.
I've gotten pressed for my food choices plenty of times. Oh, Zeke, I might get a break here with the weather.
Why?
Oh, I am.
Why?
I think this game is going to end at perfect time for me to go fire up the steak, get it cooked, and be in before the rain hits.
That's unfortunate. I hope it was pouring already.
Why? The Sunday steak is such a rich tradition.
That you stole? Yeah.
No, that was mine. That young man bought into it. Of course, Chris Jones gets behind the line as always. That's what he does.
It's what he does best. Nobody cares about Shane Darnold.
Josh Allen went into the blue tent for a few minutes. He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine. I ain't worried.
He's fine. Turn this fan off. Oh.
Wide open is your boy Matt Collins for the first down.
That would have been interesting. I almost just put my hand in the fan on accident.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, because that's
Seahawks are going to beat San Fran.
You said what?
Seahawks are going to beat San Fran.
Are you serious?
Yep. Oh, yeah, your bet, right? Could you imagine if you lose your bet because of the Arizona Cardinals?
I also have the Ravens.
Oh, buddy, that's not going to happen.
Where's my phone?
Those Pittsburgh Steelers are winning that division. They are by far the best team in that division. By far.
Let's see if I can cash out.
Get to Morris. They are, buddy, because they got defense. Oh, my God, he just missed him. Holy shit. Oh, that's crucial. Josh Allen just straight up missed that dude. Delay game. Oh, that's not good. Buffalo just had to burn a timeout for no reason.
That's the worst. I know all about that, believe me.
They just weren't organized on time. They just burnt it.
It won't even let me cash out my bet now. Now I'm pissed.
What? Are you trying to cash out your division bet?
Yeah, because I bet it was $5 to win like 420 something. And as the season goes on, if it's obviously going well, like you'll have different cash out options, and it got all the way up to like $38. Even though it was only $38, I wasn't going to take it obviously, but now that I'm looking back on it, really thinking about the fact that things aren't looking very well. Now I'll take that $38.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's gonna win that division.
Thanks.
It's gonna happen. I mean, San Fran. I feel like San Fran will still win that division. But I don't know. I mean, they have not
I
shown any
hope.
sign of consistency this year. There was Josh Allen run. You know that there's people out there. You see, Josh knows how to slide, unlike some quarterbacks in the NFL. Somewhere out there, there's a Tua hater.
There's too many of them.
Colin Cowherd probably just tweeted, "At least somebody knows how to slide."
You know how many unnecessary hits I've seen Josh Allen take in his career?
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous. His body, even at this point, has to feel like shit.
I've seen him get crunched.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's a big dude, but like, you can't tell me he doesn't wake up some of these mornings and is like, "Holy shit, why did I do that?" Which I think that's why he plays a little bit more conservatively now than he used to.
Right.
Because as that body ages, them hits hurt more and more and more. It's like hangovers. Mr. Shakir could not come down with that one. Went off the left hand. It's official. The Seahawks beat the Niners. That's unbelievable, dude. How the Seattle is by far the most up and down team in the NFL. It's not even close.
I'd be so annoyed if I was a Seahawks fan. What are we?
What are we? Who are we? What are we?
Out.
Like, are we rebuilding? Are we competing? What are we doing? Like, I would be pissed after today.
I can't. We're gonna see the Cardinals, the playoffs.
Think about it. You may see Sam Darnold go up against Kyler Murray in the playoffs. Or you may see Sam Darnold go up against Kirk Cousins in a playoff game.
Kirk Cousins' revenge game against Minnesota.
I know that'd be the media hype too. You watch this, pal. I guarantee it. It's going to be 28-26.
You think?
Yep. I locked it in. That's my final score prediction.
Okay. All right. I might be able to ride with that. What?
I'm typing it in right now. Bang. That was a hard hit that Shakir just took.
Get up. You better goddamn get up.
You started getting invested, pal.
I have him on my bench.
Who, Shakir?
Yeah. I want to make sure he stays healthy because, in case I need him for a week,
My mother just asked me how my steak came out. I don't know. I'm kind of live.
Hey, listen, your mother's just asking a genuine question. Don't be mean.
I'm kind of, I don't know, doing a live stream. All right, a little 3-4 yard gain from Mr. Knox, the Ole Miss man himself, Hottie Toddy. He once played in the best conference in college football for the school that has the best uniforms in college football, the Ole Miss Rebels. Did these guys really think that KC Buffalo game was the greatest game ever? Which honestly, it might have been the greatest game I ever watched. I won't lie. That was pretty damn good. In 22. They're probably going to convert here. Oh, Snowman is down. Mr. Dawkins is down.
Good.
Wow, that's your favorite player in the NFL.
To hell with him. He is, yeah. Good.
Yeah, he is down. Yeah, he may. That's good for Buffalo. Not having him or Milano or Kincaid, that's gonna hurt.
I hope it hurts bad.
I mean, he was that. I couldn't tell if it was his knee or not. It might have been. What?
This commercial is oh.
Is it the one with the lights?
No.
The Honda commercial?
No, I don't know what the hell that was.
What do you have?
I don't know what it was. It was some ad for some medicine or some shit.
Have you got the one recently with the ED cream?
The hell are you talking about? Cream?
Weird as hell.
It sounds like it.
It's like a Viagra cream commercial.
Well, I don't need that, but I mean, hey, yeah.
I've gotten that, and I've gotten Mando. Have you ever gotten the Mando commercial, the full body deodorant?
No.
I've been getting that one here all the time, and then yeah, Color Guard, Ozempic.
No,
Ozempic.
We're not singing that.
Oh,
because Jonah made a little tune with that with my name in it, and I didn't like it.
With your name?
Yeah.
Hold on. What? How does it go?
I don't want to talk about it because it upsets me.
Zeke, the free.
No.
Is that it?
No, it's something like I don't remember exactly the words. It's something. He just thinks it's funny because of my health situation. He thinks it's funny.
Oh, that's right. Oh, now I'm definitely gonna do it. Zeke's on the pill.
It's not a pill. You take a shot.
Oh, even better. Zeke took a shot in the arm.
No, you have to take it in the belly, actually.
I thought you were going to say something else.
What?
Shit. You can put two and two together.
Ew.
That's how they have to do a lot of those things.
Ew.
All right, 3rd and 2. Is he nothing? Richard Garage is in for Deion Dawkins. He's as big as a garage. That's terrifying. The face. I had to get a pic of the face. What? Got some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
And you see right there, just got stuffed.
Just like the Pizza Hut pizza I had the other night.
I had one too on the night that you didn't. I thought it was pretty funny.
It's okay. I got a better deal than you did.
How?
It was buy one get one.
I probably paid less because I'm in Texas.
No. I think it's the same everywhere.
Prices it varies. It varies by state because everything's more expensive in New York.
Yeah, but I feel like when it's chains like that, I feel like it's pretty mostly the same.
We pay less in sales tax. You gotta pay out the wazoo, baby. Oh yeah, pay
Break
out.
Josh Allen's neck. I'm sorry.
I love it. He was. Are you shitting me? That's probably the game. That's probably it. Dude, them Buffalo fans are going to be unbearable tomorrow. We gave Kansas City their first loss. We're them.
That's what I mean. That's just like what I said way at the beginning. Remember, I said at some point, the Hawks gonna run out for KC. Well, guess what?
It just ran out.
Today feels like the day, and sure enough,
Of course, of all teams, Buffalo. So you got to hear about it all week.
Dancing and hitting beach balls and not caring about anything than the actual game.
Jumping through flaming tables, squirting mustard on each other.
I hope one of those fans jumps through a flaming table out in the parking lot, and they can't put him out.
Gotta call the fire department, squirt his ass down, get the fire extinguisher.
Get the big hose.
Oh my god, that's great.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You look very angry. You look
I'm not thrilled.
What's that?
Not thrilled. Not thrilled.
Think about it. Like now they're really gonna lock the division up here soon.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I just want to get a reaction.
Kick a man while he's down. Man,
Oh, now they're doing their chant. You hear it? The shout that make me want to shout.
Stop. I hate that chant. I hate the whole song. I hate the stadium. I hate the fans. I hate it all. Everything Buffalo stands for sucks.
Hey,
Sucks.
hey.
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey.
hey.
I can't say it because I hate Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo.
I know where you sleep.
The Bills make me want to shout.
It's okay. A little over a week. I know where both of you will be sleeping, so I will take care of both of you. Don't worry.
Hey, it's not over. Maybe KC still has a masterpiece left inside of them. See what I did there?
Oh, buddy, it's over.
Hey, Chiefs magic. It never runs out.
God damn you, Pat.
Tony Romo sounds very excited right now.
Yeah, I bet he does.
He said, "Don't go anywhere, folks." I think Josh Allen might have blacked out during that touchdown.
I need Joe Burrow to tear his ACL tonight.
Why?
I want to win fantasy, and I want to win bad.
That's fair.
Yeah, I know your little love fest for the Bengals, but too damn bad.
I love the Bengals.
Yeah, too bad.
Jamar Chase, dog.
We all love things in life, but guess what?
What?
They'll all let you down eventually.
You know who doesn't let me down?
Oh,
Alabama.
I don't know about that one, but okay.
You know who also didn't let me down very often either was Mr. Brady.
Yeah, I mean. But what about when he kissed? Well, what about when he made out?
No. We're talking about on-field play. I don't give a shit about what he does with his son. I'm talking about on-field play.
So that's okay?
Tom Brady doesn't disappoint me on the field. No.
I don't know.
I always knew we were going to win. There was always a calm confidence.
Well, yeah, of course you always knew you were going to win. It's easy when you know it's fixed. So.
Oh, right, it's fixed. Okay.
It is.
Sometimes you just have to admit that somebody's the greatest. You just got to address the elephant in the room.
Nope.
And keep in mind, pal, the elephant still runs college football.
No.
And that elephant is Mr. Big Al.
Coming from the guy who was on the phone with me for the LSU game, yeah, we're gonna lose. We're not good.
Well, why would you not think we were going to? I mean,
because LSU's
the last time we played in a hostile environment,
mm-hmm.
we were completely unprepared. Second time,
and I told you I told you I didn't think LSU was very well coached, and I don't think LSU was that good anyway.
They're not well coached, and I knew that they're deficient at stopping the run. I didn't know they were that deficient. And then Alabama just found that crease, and they just kept going and going and going and going. I was like, wow, this is.
Well, just know that when you didn't have faith in your own team, the team that I even don't like, I even said.
That's both. There's times where I've trusted the Dolphins and you haven't, and they've won. That has happened.
No, I don't think so.
That has definitely happened.
I can't think of a time.
You didn't think you were gonna be Buffalo or Baltimore in 22, and I did, and they did. In the beginning of the season.
The Buffalo one, yeah.
Yep. So there you go. There you go.
That's one.
There you go.
That's one.
Yep. That was one.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Eye for an eye, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's right. Buffalo, really good job getting pressure tonight.
Yeah. No.
Oh, shit. That would have been it. I mean, if they get this stop here, it's over.
You got to remember too, as far as Kansas City goes, like their tackles have always been a weak point.
Yeah, I mean, outside of Creed Humphrey, it's kind of thin.
Well, you got my boy Joe Thuney at left guard.
I forgot about Thuney. My bad. I forgot about Thuney.
I remember when he was a free agent, I wanted him in Miami so bad.
I remember.
Kansas City threw him the major
bag.
Major bag.
That was back when Kansas City had a lot of money, too.
Oh, yeah.
We got him from the Patriots. Remember that?
Yeah.
No, I can't wait for our free agency special on here.
Oh, man. You know how crazy I get. Listen, you know how crazy I get coming NFL free agents. I'll send you fucking screenshots of players who aren't even good.
Oh, it's all day. All I get is screenshots and texts of this one went here and that one went there. Right. And then, the draft special. The draft special is going to be something.
That'll be fun. I'll look forward to it.
Blast.
That's a little mix. You get your good mix of college and NFL in that.
Oh yeah, I'll have the college side. You'll have the NFL side. It'll be a great broadcast. That one may be even longer than a game. I mean, the first night goes for 3.5. Yeah, it's probably the same length as a game.
It's long. It's long.
It's probably closer to 4.
The first night's always dragged out because they have people up on stage and nobody cares what YouTubers on the stage. I don't care.
You remember when they tried to ask Brian Thomas's family, what was the journey like here? She's like, well, we came from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That shit was hilarious. For the game, and the Chiefs extend it. There's a flag.
I will say, as far as this game goes, the Chiefs have continued to show me pretty much what they've shown me all year. Good team, but not dominant.
Well, I still think that they're the best team in the AFC.
No,
the wheels fell off tonight. Like the wheels have to fall off at some point.
Yeah.
And the car. This is one of them games going into it that the cards were very much stacked against them. Like you could smell this coming from a mile away.
You know what? I'm gonna make a statement right now.
What?
I can't be honest. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can say that yet. Give me a couple more weeks and I'll decide.
What were you going to say?
No. I'm gonna wait.
It's something about Buffalo?
Something about Kansas City.
Is it them losing early in the playoffs?
Not early, but in the playoffs, yeah.
To who?
I
think Pittsburgh could beat them.
I was literally about to say I think Pittsburgh beats them. Watch.
I'll be honest. I can see a Detroit-Pittsburgh Super Bowl.
God, I would love that.
And there's the game-winning pick. Buffalo does it.
That's such a sad way for Patty to go out.
Dude, Buffalo is going to be off the freaking hinge tonight.
I will say, Patty's thrown a decent amount of interceptions this year.
Yeah, he is definitely thrown a healthy amount.
That
guy's a light up chain.
Yeah, I've been seeing those more and more. I want one.
That's
I've been trying to find them. I can't.
maybe I would say I'll get you that for Christmas, but I already got you something.
Yeah, even though I always get you gifts that are, fucking meaningful from the heart instead of, I want to see you pissed off.
I do. It's hilarious.
So that's so not nice. That is not very nice.
I love it. It's so funny. It always the best one is still the Marshall Cup. That was still my favorite.
I'm glad that you think it's so
It's
damn
so
funny.
amusing.
I'll remember.
There it is. There's your game. I mean, I'm gonna probably get off of here and go make my Sunday steak. But a quick reaction. What's your takeaway from this?
Same thing remains for the Chiefs. I mean, I'm not shocked that they lost this game. I pretty much said at the beginning of the game that this would probably be the one. And Buffalo is the same Buffalo. Like I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna do the same thing Baltimore does. They get to the postseason, they're gonna choke. I think they got the running game going a little bit. Josh Allen was playing relatively solid. Overall, it was at least an exciting one. So that was nice.
I was gonna say it definitely lived up to the standard of previous Chiefs Bills game.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it the 2021 divisional? No, but it was what you'd expect. It reminded me of the regular season game last year. Very, very tight, one possession game. Never really felt like anybody dominated. It was just a close, lower scoring game for most of it. It's a very well balanced game. I was entertained. A lot of suspense. But there was the inkling today. Like I picked Kansas City because I thought they'd find a way to pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
Because they found ways to pull out of their ass these past couple weeks, as we've seen. But the magic was not there today, and Buffalo was able to hand them their first loss of the year.
That's
like
right.
you said, kind of, my opinion of both of these teams does not change. Because Buffalo, honestly, at this point, dominates Kansas City in the regular season.
Yeah.
And then the Chiefs dominate Buffalo in January. So let's just wait to see what happens in the first month of 2025. Did you just hear Tracy Wolfson? Dude, her voice cracked when she was talking to Josh Allen. She said, "Are you kidding me?" Would you take a picture of Josh Allen?
No, I turned that off. I changed it to NFL Network.
Yeah, dude, her voice cracked. She's like, "Are you kidding me?" It was quite interesting.
Yeah, 2 seed Eagles, 3 Cardinals, 4 Falcons, 5 Vikings, 6 Packers, and 7 Washington.
That is a crazy playoff.
Washington 7-4, and then the 8, the next team up is the Rams at 5-5.
The Rams are another one of those teams that I just cannot figure out. They look like a different team every week.
Think about this: the Rams and Seahawks have both beaten the Niners now. Rams are 8, Seahawks are 9, Niners are 10.
The Niners are the 10 seed?
Yep.
Could you imagine if they missed the playoffs this year?
All 3 of them, Rams, Seahawks, Niners, are all 5-5.
And the Cardinals are in the lead, or in the definitive first spot.
Yep.
And Kyler Murray costing you that bet. That is unbelievable.
Well, we don't have to bring that up, but yeah.
Because Zeke adores Kyler Murray.
He's a stupid little man.
I love how the honesty and the anger just started rolling out in the fourth quarter. That was by far one of your best performances yet.
Thank you. It's all from the heart. I promise.
I can feel the anger radiating through the screen.
So yeah, that's good night, Irene.
Well, pal, enjoy this week up in upstate New York. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of fun with all those Bills fans.
That's fine. Luckily, after this week, I get to leave.
And this week, I'm going to have to deal with another week of, we need curtains. It's too bright in the stadium. Oh, the tours are disrupting our focus. Mike has said this about Mike McCarthy, and CD said this about Jerry, and another whole week of that. It's a freaking reality TV show down here. So
Hey man, it is what it is.
Keeping up with the Cowboys.
That's right, pal. Well, it's been fun.
Yes, sir. It's time to fire up the grill for some Sunday steak. My
That's right.
creation.
Sure.
Yep. It's all me. I'll see you, pal. This has been brought to you by Dale's Steak Seasoning. The best seasoning on the universe.
Sucks.
Later, pal. You'll see the picture of that steak here very soon.
I bet I will.
Toodaloo.